sing my song as a nigga.
It's another summertime night up in Cali. We just left the club out the function in the alley. And the West Coast niggas straight posted in the valley. We about to catch a PJ and touchdown to Maui. Cause we on top of this game. Top of the game, top of the game. And we don't roll with no lame.
Yeah. My shawty bad, She my one and only, I won't ever leave her lonely, no. My shawty bad, She a bad girl in a bad world. My shawty bad, If you catch her in the street, she'll knock you right off your feet, hey. My shawty bad, My shawty bad, Ooh, yeah, my shawty bad. The type of bad girl that you wish niggas had. Laying down the good love, have her coming back. Stay on my side, cause this is where it's at. We ain't popping bottles now, we just kicking back. Steady on the ground, she give me a time. Together on top, yeah, we both shine. I ain't letting go, baby girl, you're all mine. And that's the deal, that's how I feel, I keep it real with ya. And I ain't playing no games, I wanna be with ya. Fuck the rumors, baby, just don't believe in them. I got you, you got me, got in between, amen. You my love and my friend, baby, that's the end. I'm your ride or die girl, and I'ma ride to the death. Drop a nigga in the face, you can't show respect. I'll be like your soldier, I'm here to serve and protect, and that's true. Shawty bad, She my one and only, I won't ever leave her lonely, no. My shawty bad, She a bad girl in a bad world. My shawty bad, If you catch her in the street, she'll knock you right off your feet, hey. My shawty bad, Shawty bad, Shawty independent, in her own money. Shine brighter than the sun, yeah, even when it's sunny. I got hella dope raps, more than a mummy for her. She like my 4-leaf glove, I'm feeling lucky, baby. Got everything a man needs. Unconditional love, baby. Always thinking of you when I'm in the streets. You're the only girl that lifts me off my feet. So fuck Mary, and I ain't tripping. Cause on the road with you, on my side, girl, I'm lifted. Yeah, you're strong in the mind, and this is the beginning of something eternal forever. Now we never splitting. And that's all real shit for the haters. We ain't worried about nobody, we tell them see you later. We shawty it now, we just focus on that paper. There ain't nothing better, she brings me so much pleasure. Hey, it's my shawty bad, Shawty bad, Shawty bad. Shawty bad, My shawty bad, Oh yeah, she bad, My shawty bad, She my one and only, I won't ever leave her lonely, no. My shawty bad, She a bad girl in a bad world. My shawty bad, If you catch her in the street, she'll knock you right off your feet, hey. My shawty bad, My shawty bad, Yeah. My shawty bad, She my one and only, I won't ever leave her lonely, no. My shawty bad, She a bad girl in a bad world. My shawty bad, If you catch her in the street, she'll knock you right off your feet, hey. My shawty bad, My shawty bad,
Hi, guys. Welcome to my channel.
Have her coming back. Stay on my side, cause this is where it's at. We ain't popping bottles now, we just kicking back. Steady on the ground, she give me a time. Together on top, yeah, we both shine. I ain't letting go, baby girl, you're all mine. And that's the deal, that's how I feel, I keep it real with ya. And I ain't playing no games, I wanna be with ya. Fuck the rumors, baby, just don't believe in them. I got you, you got me, got in between, amen. You my love and my friend, baby.
What can I do when I fall down?
Just keep my head up, what can I do when it all falls down? Just keep my head up, what can I do when it all falls down? Just keep my head up. What can I do when it all falls down? Just keep waiting till I get the next round. Get the rebound, and that's what I'm down for. All the niggas praying, waiting for my downfall. That ain't gon' happen. Only ever let them. All the shits, I'ma get them. All the bitches, I'ma get them. Wet up, said by the US Marshal. Won't lock me up, the hell if I know. 3 years probation, that's what they gave me. I ain't going soft even when I make it. Fake it, that in me. Psycho Dawson is dabbing me. I'ma stay true, like my crew. Loyal to the game ever since I grew. I ride the bus capsules, set up my fuse. Don't trust many niggas, only a few. We get superstars, I thought you knew. Fuck popping bottle, we stay semi brew. I'ma keep stacking, I'ma keep rapping. All of these bricks and send out the package. I'ma keep causing damage. I'ma get on my baggage and fly your way. Far so far till I get stranded, handling, making trap beats cause you get banded. This game is on me like Olympics or Athens. They wanna shut down. Fuck that. All day, we stay on the map. What can I do when all falls down? Just keep my head up, what can I do when all falls down? Just keep my head up, what can I do when all falls down? Just keep my head up, what can I do when all falls down? Just keep my head up.
We stay heavy on the grind. It's the California state of mind. I'm squeezing $100 bills out of dimes. You can get yours, homie, know I'm out to get mine. We stay heavy on the grind. It's the California state of mind. I'm squeezing $100 bills out of dimes. You can get yours, homie, know I'm out to get mine. Getting up at the crack of dawn just to get my bread up. To all my homies on lockdown, go and keep your head up. I know they love to kick us when we're down, the shit got me fed up. Any fool that wanna run it, we can run it, homie, go heads up. And the streets that taught me to grind hard, all about my paper. Peace out to all my haters, I'ma see them later. Stack my chips higher than a skyscraper. My team is eating over here, we getting kinda fat. And I just got that direct deposit on little boys play with the cash. And I'm just kidding, homie, don't take it like that. But best believe I flip that work, now I need that check in advance. So tell me what you all about. My bank account looking like phone numbers now, sucker. We stay heavy on the grind. It's the California state of mind. I'm squeezing $100 bills out of dimes. You can get yours, homie, know I'm out to get mine. We stay heavy on the grind. It's the California state of mind. I'm squeezing $100 bills out of dimes. You can get yours, homie, know I'm out to get mine.
I'm about to get mine, I'm a fucking grind. There's no wasting time, I'll get through it, shine. California state of mind, yeah, I'm feeling blown. I'm pumped from the gorilla, this shit got me hella stoned. I'm in my song, so don't kill my vibe. Can't compare to me, I got my way up high. Like the birds in the sky, I'm getting so much money, big time, it's time to fly. I can ignore the fact, with this track I step. I put it on for my city, I ain't holding nothing back. Hit after hit, feel the VI weather. Your boy is on the road, no one could do it better than me, yeah.
We stay heavy on the grind. It's the California state of mind. I'm squeezing $100 bills out of dimes. You can get yours, homie, know I'm out to get mine. We stay heavy on the grind. It's the California state of mind. I'm squeezing $100 bills out of dimes. You can get yours, homie, know I'm out to get mine. We stay heavy on the grind. It's the California state of mind. I'm squeezing $100 bills out of dimes. You can get yours, homie, know I'm out to get mine. We stay heavy on the grind. It's the California state of mind. I'm squeezing $100 bills out of dimes. You can get yours, homie, know I'm out to get mine. Getting up at the crack of dawn just to get my bread up. To all my homies on lockdown, go and keep your head up. I know they love to kick us when we're down, that shit got me fed up. Any fool that wanna run it, we can run it, homie, go heads up. And the streets that taught me to grind hard, all about my paper. Peace out to all my haters, I'ma see them later. Stack my chips higher than a skyscraper. My team is eating over here, we getting kinda fat. And I just got that direct deposit on little boys play with the cash. And I'm just kidding, homie, don't take it like that. But best believe I flip that work, now I need that check in advance. So tell me what you all about. My bank account looking like phone numbers now, sucker. We stay heavy on the grind. It's the California state of mind. I'm squeezing $100 bills out of dimes. You can get yours, homie, know I'm out to get mine. We stay heavy on the grind. It's the California state of mind. I'm squeezing $100 bills out of dimes. You can get yours, homie, know I'm out to get mine.
I'm about to get mine, I'm a fucking grind. There's no wasting time, I'll get through it, shine.
My shawty bad, She my one and only, I won't ever leave her lonely, no. My shawty bad, She a bad girl in a bad world. My shawty bad, If you catch her in the street, she'll knock you right off your feet, hey. My shawty bad, My shawty bad, Ooh, yeah, my shawty bad. The type of bad girl that you wish you niggas had. Laying down to good love, have her coming back. Stay on my side, cause this is where it's at. We ain't popping bottles now, we just kicking back. Steady on the ground, she give me a time. Together on top, yeah, we both shine. I ain't letting go, baby girl, you're all mine. And that's the deal, that's how I feel, I keep it real with ya. And I ain't playing no games, I wanna be with ya. Fuck the rumors, baby, just don't believe in them. I got you, you got me, got in between, amen. You my love and my friend, baby, that's the end. Let me ride or die, girl, and I'ma ride to the death. Drop a nigga in the face if he ain't showing respect. I'll be like your soldier, I'm here to serve and protect, and that's true. Shawty bad, She my one and only, I won't ever leave her lonely, no. Shawty bad, She a bad girl in a bad world. My shawty bad, If you catch her in the street, she'll knock you right off your feet, hey. My shawty bad, My shawty bad, My shawty independent, making her own money. Shine brighter than the sun, yeah, even when it's sunny. I got hella dope raps, more than a mummy for her. She like my four-leaf glove, I'm feeling lucky, baby. Got everything a man needs. Unconditional love, baby. Always thinking of you when I'm in the streets. You're the only girl that lifts me off my feet. So fuck Mary, and I ain't tripping. Cause on the road with you, on my side, girl, I'm lifted. Yeah, get strong in the mind, and this is the beginning of something eternal forever. Now we never splitting. And that's all real shit for the haters. We ain't worried about nobody, we tell them see you later. We shawty and now, we just focus on that paper. There ain't nothing better, she brings me so much pleasure. Hey, my shawty bad, My shawty bad,
Hi, Strange.
How's it going? What are you drawing?
Right, yes.
Trying to set up my camera, but it's not working out so well right now.
Let me take one to your mirror. Well, hold on. I had both of the screen mirrors on. It's because I was trying the music I put on the thing. It was different than this second. I put this one. Wow. See if it plays it. I think it's this one. I'll tell you right now. I put 3 of them. That's fine. Hopefully it plays it.
What? You can edit your videos from an iPhone?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
I could do a lot of things from an iPhone and the laptop together. I put that one.
Well,
it's not that
because
loud,
I
right?
use an iPhone. What now?
It's not loud, right? The music?
No. I can't hear it, actually.
Okay, I lowered it to my turn. Can you hear it or birdie? Hold on, let me put the volume on.
Now I can hear it, yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure I don't barely learning how to use it. I learned every day. Something new. How was your day?
It was alright. I got a new freaking chair in my room.
You got a chair? That's cool.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, this one looks dope though, because my old one, it was an old couch that was outside for a long time. It was like a back porch kind of thing, and it got all torn up by the animals and stuff. Let's see, what should I?
You need a rolling, like you like a little rolling. I have that to grab everything fast. I roll it. For my kids, think it's funny when they want to roll on it.
What is it now?
They try to do like Batman mode, like I roll from one way to the other side with the wheel. Please get the dog. Please get the dog. What? Hold on. What are you talking about? You're scared of the dogs, or the dogs are scared of you?
Of me?
No, it's because the dogs are barking. If she goes, Mom, I'm afraid of the dogs, or the dogs are scared of me, or something like that. I'm trying to understand what she's saying. It's because the dogs were barking. My son keeps returning up the volume. I want to talk. Let me put my headphones on. Hold on.
Hit after hit, feel the VI weather. Your boys on the road, no one could do it better than me. Yeah.
We stay heavy on the grind. It's the California state of mind. I'm squeezing $100 bills out of dimes. You can get yours, homie. No, I'm out to get mine. We stay heavy.
My kids are trying to get louder than me. It's like not even funny. So what do you want to do today?
I don't know. That's what I was gonna ask you.
Let's see. Okay. You want to do something that makes you remember something that you could put feeling into. Let's say, just think. Word of the day will be self-worth. So in a word or whatever you want to do, you have to do something that means self-worth. Or what do you want to do? Something similar, I don't know.
Like
what,
a
baby?
word?
Yeah, like, let's do, what can we do? Because today, I'm going to tell you the subjects the topics I've heard all day today, okay? And we got to come out with something. Okay, look, all day today, I've heard people talk bad about others, like degrading mode, and What do you think about that? What's the best word to describe all that besides narcissist? Besides that, a person that just
Uh,
like don't like life. I guess I don't know what you could say.
like they're a coward. Like they don't tell people like what they feel.
Okay, yesterday we were on Ham Bananas, right? One that
Uh,
criticizes the channel that Wendy goes to, and this girl came out to one day and said that she wasn't worth anything, that nobody liked her, that nobody wanted her, and this and that, nobody's ever gonna love her. I got pissed off when I heard it. I'm sorry, but what do you call those type of people?
yeah, like a coward, really.
So I think that's very degrading. So what I did today on Latin Pains, I used the word unique and special because she was on there. Wendy was in there, and I know how bad it felt yesterday because if it got me the way it got me, and it got other people the same way, like well, who nobody deserves to be told that. You know what I mean?
Oh
No
yeah,
matter
for sure. That's,
how bad of a person I'm sorry, that shit pissed me off. I'm sorry I had to say it. I know we shouldn't make a big old deal about it, but nobody ever that I know that I feel myself like I have a heart, dude. I know everybody has one. Everybody has feelings. I wouldn't tell that to my worst enemy, and if I would be able to, I wouldn't, because that to me is the lowest of the lowest somebody can go. To me, that's bad.
oh
What
yeah,
do you?
for sure. That's messed up,
So what
especially
can we
on
do?
public.
Yeah, especially in a very big public status. It was crazy. But what word do you want to use? Give me a word.
Could do
Give me a word.
unique, I guess.
Unique. Okay, hold on.
Yeah,
I
like or
I got my son something. Hold on. I want to see his reaction. Hold on. Hold on. Open it. Open it. Open it. I got him something for his graduation. Hold on. Give me a minute. Open it. Open it. It's in there. It's in there. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, it's in there. Open. 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 Open.
I didn't know you didn't tell me what you were gonna do.
Well, I didn't know you were coming late, or else I would have told you. Open. 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 I know it was bag after bag after bag. It looked like I was doing a wrapping folding on nothing coming out though. Open. 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 I got this from this dude. Oh my god, he got excited, too excited. Hold on. Wait, April. I want him to open it and put it on there. It's just one part of the piece, okay? This is the only part I got here today. Stop.
Oh, there's another part coming?
There's no, that's for that. Uy,
Oh, what the fuck?
don't say his bad words. Uy, le valió.
My bad.
Okay. Let me see. Put it on your thing. Oh, show it off. I have to supposed to show it off first. I have to show it off first. Not you. See how she's playing with it. Go. Put it, let put him on his necklace. Hold on. Necklace on his fucking chain thing. He called it a necklace like he's a girl. That sounds weird. Oh yeah. Hold on. Hey, brother, put this on. Hey, I still need his ring. That's gotta be slowly but surely.
If it doesn't look good on this, I can put it on like another one.
I got the other chain. I can do the other one. Hey, April, hold on. Let him put that on him. I want it. April.
Because I feel like it'll look better with its by
April.
this one.
He's gonna use it for his high school band madness.
Oh, my dumb ass put it
Hey,
on backwards.
oh, my son turned it off. How are we gonna know? Hold on, give me a minute. Hold on. Let me turn on the yeah, because it looks too dark. A boo. Hold on, boo. Blue. Hold on. Blue's clue right there. Boom. You can't put it on here.
I put it on backwards.
That's smart. You could have just flipped the chain. You know that, right?
See what it'll look good.
Yeah, you're smart.
Let go.
I like that thing because it's fucking shiny. Look at it. Look at it. Look at Strange. It's freaking shiny. Look. He's class
That's
of this
dope.
year. Look. And I still need his. You know what his ring's gonna be? It's gonna be a snare, and it's gonna say 2023 and his name.
That's dope.
It's very shiny. Hold on, my daughter wants to play with them, and I'm telling him to show the thing. My son hit her, like not hit her, but like pushed her to move. And she goes, hit him here, and I'm aware. And she's like, here. And I smacked him in the stomach. She goes, ha ha ha. She goes, she's not. Now she's scaring him. Huh? You like it?
Yeah.
She.
I'm not gonna keep it on here because it's ha ha.
Oh yeah. Oh, I don't know. You decide. You know what to do.
Thank you, Mom.
All right, you're welcome. I was gonna do the snare too. I gotta the snare, the quads. I gotta buy that part. That's the next time, which is in a couple weeks. I am going back to school Monday. Hold on, baby. Open the water, please. Hold on, let me change the track real fast. Feeding the ducks. I never heard that song before. She's gonna do. Hold on, let me see. But how was your day? Good.
It was all right. Yeah, I was kind of hungover, to be honest. Like I don't normally drink, but
Ooh, I'm like, ooh, I never drink. If I drink, it's like I can't. Like I said, I am not a drinking person. So
yeah, I normally don't drink at all. But I made some moonshine and I drank that. And it got me pretty
what is
buzzed.
that taste? That what is the taste to that? I want to know. It's interesting.
Yeah, this is it. Look,
Wow, why is it so clear? I'm like, why is it so clear?
because that's how
What
it,
is
it
it?
comes out of
How
the
do you make it?
still.
Though? What's the ingredients? I guess you could say.
It's just blueberries, really.
Really?
Yeah, you
So
just
it's
put
what we say
blueberries and
on the I Love Lucy. They had nothing but like grapes and stuff like that and blueberries and I don't know what else. They used this thing they supposedly they did on the show that they were working for wine people for people that do wine and I don't know it was weird. But that looks too clear. I'm like, so it's supposed to look like that because you only use that or what else do you do?
so you just let it sit like wine, like you would do for wine. You just let it sit there for a little bit, and then you put it through a still or a distillation process, and then it comes out of the worm is what they call it. It's
That's
like
crazy. That's
a
funny.
coil.
That's why they put like worms in the liquor sometimes that I've seen in bottles like
No, no,
bottles.
no. That similar. It's similar to that. Like not an actual worm. It's like it's a copper coil, and the coil cools down the steam, and it turns it into this.
Oh, that's crazy. I'm saying because every time my daughter tells me, "Mom, we gotta go get this thing," and the something about like you said, and I was like, "What the hell is that?" Yeah, it's a certain thing you use in certain drinks. She gets it at the store. I don't know, but I don't know what liquor store, but something that she puts in the drinks that it's only unique and it's so small, and you put portions of it in it. But I don't remember what it's called. I'm trying to remember what. Where's your phone? The phone's on the floor. Brother's phone is on the floor. Did he crack it already? Oh no! Don't tell me he cracked it. I'm gonna be like, what the hell? Dude, you wanna know something funny? He throws this phone all the time, and he doesn't crack it. But he throws tablets, and everything cracks. The iPhones crack. Everything's cracked. I don't understand why. It's like, oh my god. Here's one. Here, you turn. My son can throw everything, but what it's his, he can't break. But what it's not, he breaks. It's like, oh my god. It's like my other daughter, my oldest, she used to throw her phone everywhere and it wouldn't break. And I dropped it on the railroad tracks and that shit shattered. I'm like, what the fuck? Mom! I'm like, oh my god. It's only against the ones that don't use, that is not the owner. Yes, you can play Roblox. Listen. She wants my phone because it's an iPhone and she thinks Roblox is better on the iPhone. I don't know why. I don't know who told her that. Ooh, you killed it.
Probably is.
Yeah, they said that it's not ¿cómo se dice? It doesn't get stuck or something like that. I didn't say you killed it. She said I didn't kill it. She told me I didn't say you killed it. Come down. But yeah. I went to the college today to finish my registrations and I found out that I'm gonna get financial aid and I'm like, yay, finally. But I gotta wait till the third. And I'm gonna get and I have to get 12 units and I got 9. So it's like, oh no, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? You found you found it? Okay, she found the iPad. Be careful with it, and I don't hurt you if you can't take care of it, okay? You be no more tablet for you. They already cracked the tablet too. The iPad? I'm like, my name is Bennett and I didn't lend it to her, so that's not my responsibility. So what are you gonna do this falling spring? What are you gonna do?
Try to survive.
I told you.
That's what.
If you need any help, I'll help you out on mine.
Yeah, that's normally what I try to do is just survive.
It sounds like you're on that show Survivor.
That's how it felt, because like when me and my lady split up, she kind of put me in a fucked up spot. So
oh, she left in the bottom of the everything. You didn't have nowhere else to do or go and shit like that. Is that what you mean? Like you went like everything gone mode.
What's crazy though is she always did it like she always does stuff like this, or she did always stuff like this, like when I need the help the most. Like it's like,
Yeah, she knows when to do it. In other words, she knows the time it is to go. You can do it. You know what I mean? I know somebody that does that. You're like, what the hell? You know the situation. Why are you doing this to me?
yeah, because I don't really talk about it. Well, I do in a way. I was gonna say I have a lot of like mental issues, so like I was trying to fucking get help from the government, and like basically it just fucked up a lot of things.
Oh, I understand that part. I know what you mean. So, what do you need help with?
For me,
Yeah. All right. Right now, what do you
well,
have that you don't need them? Like, do you have like? Do you know there's programs that they pay your rent for a whole year? You just gotta keep going every year to like the orientation they do, and they keep doing it. And you don't have to worry about not paying like the rent and stuff like that for a whole year. Every year you could go to renew, but you just have to know the time that you have to go. Right there where you're at. Because I used to live in numbers. I don't know. I can't take it off. You can't take it off. We already tried. Look, my son
but
finally
yeah.
look. My son finally got that troll that he dances to. Look, he
Oh,
finally got
nice.
that was the last one. We were laughing because we're like the great troll, everybody. They were all excited. He goes, "Yay!" He started dancing like the troll. You can't open it. It's just a mono. You can't take it off. There's nothing in there. Your brother drank it all. Trust me. It's nothing in there. Okay, not fair. I'm sorry. She mad. She mad. There's other programs you can use. You just gotta apply and figure out if they're still able to be used. I guess you could say.
Yeah, like go apply for them.
Yeah. Like, do you get disability over there or no?
Yeah, that's what I'm going for. Cause like, uh,
Over there, it's a little bit harder when it comes to like financial aid and for food stuff and all. That's harder.
no, all that like cause I just did that like not too long ago. That was pretty easy. That was the easy part. But they have to like go through your doctors like whatever you have and like all kinds of crazy shit. Like they're going through my military records. Like it's just bullshit.
Oh, I know they go through. That's what I'm saying. It's kind of hard because they go through all of it from way back when. I don't know what the hell they go through everything. I'm telling you because I already applied and it was like, what? Anything else? You don't want me to bring you my past, like where I lived when I was born and all that stuff? Because now they do a fucking background check to the fullest. That's the
Oh
only one
yeah,
I.
like
It's scary. I gotta just play. But yeah, it's something else, no doubt. Especially if you've been here like different places. Oh boy, it's like you're gonna be waiting a while. You're gonna be waiting a while though, because they
I
go like,
know that's the thing that sucks.
and then they need a permission for from you to give to them. I don't know. It's crazy. Look, it turned on. Yeah, I turned on. Come on, baby. But I was like, damn. Yeah, we gotta get it from the county you came from. Da, da, da. I'm like, ah, damn, that's a lot of stuff you're gonna get then. Good luck. He goes, just sign here and we'll get it for you. Like, oh, okay. They wanted everything from doctors to you name it. That's why I tell you they ask like even if when you were born kind of status mode. I had to get it for my kids and me, and at the time I only had two. Thank God, or else I would have been like waiting forever.
That's what's crazy is when me and my mom were homeless, they were like really slow too because we had to like because that's why we were homeless is my mom was on trying to get disability and my stepdad he had PTSD from being in a desert storm and like
Oh,
he would
okay.
just disappear. He'd like I don't know what
He'll
would
leave
go
out of
on,
nowhere.
but like what now?
Yeah, my brother would do that. He would go like for a walk, and next time you know, couldn't find him or something because he was like in a PTSD mode, like depending on like the weather too. They would act all weird, like he would lock himself in his room sometimes, and then he wouldn't come out, and he would just drink and drink and drink and just talk to himself for like a minute when he first came back. We're like, what the fuck? They're like, yeah, his PTSD. This is what doctor told us. You just gotta be careful he don't hurt himself because he can be suicidal when you don't expect it. I'm like, what the hell? So my mom was always trying to like watch him, and either he would come
Mm-hmm.
out through the window and have his room locked, and we didn't know he was gone because we he wouldn't make any noise. Like he would just be locked in his room. And then my mom would hear the window open, and she goes, "Oh, here he goes. We gotta go after him before we lose him."
But yeah,
That was
he
like,
would do that shit all. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
no. I'm like, he would just do that at the beginning. It took him a couple months for him to literally come out of it.
But yeah, he would do that shit all the time. Like he'd just like disappear, and like one time we needed the rent, we didn't have the rent, so like you have 3 days to be out. And so me and my mom, we had to like pack everything up. We like stayed up for like 3 days, and we like packed everything into a storage. And at first, we lived in a couple motels and stuff like that. And then we got a voucher for a shelter, and then we stayed in the shelters for a little bit. And then once like Christmas came around, like it started to suck because we were like hopping from couches, and sometimes we'd have to sleep on the bus or at a library.
Yeah, that's crazy. I know what you mean by that. Yeah, it's crazy because like when they lag it and they know you're really you can't do much because fuck they take sometimes they take a little bit too long, and then when they give you the vouchers they only give it to you for like a week or so.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to tell somebody else, because like somebody's like trying to say like, why doesn't some homeless people, like they go to the shelters, and it's like they don't have the space for it. Like sometimes we would wait like 2 months to go to another motel for like a few days. And then like if we got into a shelter, you could only stay there for like maybe a month if you're lucky.
Oh, I know that shit would suck. Like, too, like if they're crowded, then this is what I heard because everybody's like, go to a shelter. I'm like, I don't know about a shelter. They're like, why? And I'm because I've heard the worstest things like people fight in there, like if it's jail and shit, like for bunks or for
It
blankets
is.
or for. I'm
It
like, God
is.
damn. And they don't even care if it's a child that needs it or they don't care. What whoever gets it, like that status. Like I'm, it's not jail food. No, it sounds like it, huh? But it is. They act like that. I'm like, God damn, I wouldn't want. That's why I don't like going to shelters. If I were to go to a shelter, I'll fucking rather figure out how I'm gonna get money to stay in the room because like everything I've heard, I'm like, nah, you guys are tripping. And they recorded a video for me to see, so I wouldn't think they were tripping. I was like, ah, damn. People can be quietly doing shit and no, and the girls don't tell, so nobody noticed. And if they notice, they don't want to get involved. They say,
Oh yeah, that's because when we were in a shelter, that's how it was too. Is like some of the more inner city ones, it definitely was like people would fucking try to take your food when dinner came, or fucking it was nuts.
damn, it's then it is as crazy as you say. It's crazy. Thank God I never went to one. I'm grateful I never did none of bad, but. And then right here in the valley, they're worse. And then they're like, yeah, and if they get to find out what there's going, that things are going on and shit. That supposedly you get limited to many things like outings and shit like that. You can't go nowhere because it's part of the, I guess, discipline or whatever. And then you have to clean certain, like most of the housework or whatever they call. I'm like that's bullshit.
Yeah,
And then they send you to sell candy or something like that, and then you won't get the privilege to go work or something. I don't know what the fuck they were saying.
yeah. So you have to do like chores. So like you have to clean up like common areas, and like you can after doing it for a certain amount of weeks, you get what they call overnight time. So you can leave somewhere for like the night, or like to leave there during the day. There's all kinds of crazy shit that a lot of people don't talk about. Like one of the things I thought was crazy is
Take
if
care,
you
mom.
come in too late, they'll freaking drug test you, and if you even have a little bit, then they can kick you out, or they can freaking take away your overnight time, all kinds of shit. Sometimes it was kind of, I don't want to say cool, but like I got to do things that I normally wouldn't get to do. Like one of the shelters, they like because it was a woman's shelter primarily, but I was only 14, so like I was on the like what was it, like barely the the edge of where like they wouldn't allow my mom to be in there with me, and they basically paid for us to go to Elitch's one day. We got like some food and stuff. It was like a theme park. But like I would go with my dad to Elitch's, but it wouldn't be like that. Like got like certain passes and shit like that.
So there's like a difference too if it's a guy or a girl, I guess you could say, going to shelters and stuff like that, or it has difference because you're with your child or none like that.
Oh yeah, there is. There's a big difference. One of the shelters that we were at, there was like they were all separated. Like you couldn't be in the women's side, or the men couldn't be, or like vice versa. And so like in that one, it was just a bunch of rows of bunks, and like I
¿No le
was
está hablando a
saying,
nadie
like
más?
people were what now?
No, it's because I forgot I didn't mute the phone. It's because I'm making sure he's not calling nobody. It's because he has my phone. And last time he was talking, somebody was going, hello? Hello? We're like, what the hell? Who's talking? And he was on the phone. Yeah, making sure he's not calling. But anyways, I'm sorry. I forgot to mute the phone. You go ahead.
But yeah, there's a difference. Like you can in those shelters, they're a lot worse in my opinion, because like there's a lights out kind of thing, and then after that, like a lot of the staff doesn't care what goes on, so like a lot of people like start doing drugs like as soon as lights out happens. It's fucking crazy. Like there was this one guy that was in there, and he like kept smoking meth all crazy, and I didn't feel comfortable. I was only like 14, like I was saying. I didn't even sleep that night. I went to school the next day and just slept in the library.
they they fight and they know that nobody's watching, so it's like it's crazy. And then they do mostly everything like in the hidden places that they know they can't watch or something like that. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, there's a lot of hidden spaces, and I'm like, what? And then there's a lot of extortion people that they extortion people to get things that they get in there or whatever, like food and whatever, not essentials they need and stuff like that. I'm
Oh
like,
yeah,
that's some.
like
I'm in jail. I'm telling you, it's jail. No lie. Hi, Choco.
they have all kinds of crazy stuff. Like you could that was like kind of the cool thing in a way though. Like if you were able to sneak like soda or something in, like people would pay you, because like my mom was on food stamps at the time, so we just sneak in sodas and sell them like on the inside. And the way that we did it too was kind of slick. So you're allowed to have a cup, but it doesn't have to be see through. So if we both bought these big giant cups, and like they had lids on them, we'd fill them up with pop, and we could do a 2 liter, and then we'd just sell that pop, and then walk back over to the store and get us another one.
Damn, I didn't even know that's a good idea. Oh, Strange. This is Angel. Angel. This is Strange.
Hey, Strictly Strange. Nice to
He's
meet
the
How's
one
it
I
you.
told
going?
you about. He's the one I told you about. That's yeah. Angel. I didn't get your email. I don't think I got your email. I'm gonna
um,
give you my email again.
all right. I'll try it again here, there.
Okay. It's because I checked and I couldn't find it.
Well, apparently, I got like a follow-up email that said it wasn't sent, and I don't know if it's the correct email or if my pictures that I tried to send to you are too big of a file size. Because that's one thing I hate about like certain email addresses is that it only allows like a certain megabytes per of photos and that kind of stuff to send. Like, let's say if there was an important document that was 5 megabytes big there, and the only limit of that email is 4 MB. That would
Well,
be
try sending one by one. Probably that will work. I think it will work if you do one by one.
yeah. But I'm just like saying in general, if it's still like bigger than what it's like apparently supposed to be, if you know what I mean. But let
Yeah,
me
yeah,
try
I know.
again.
Okay, let me if I'm still here, let me know if you did send it, and I'll check, and then I'll let you know. Um, Was books back on live? Yeah, huh? I seen him on the
Yeah,
live again.
yeah. If you can hear me, books went live again. There.
Oh, okay. I know I seen him. I was like, he's back. I thought he was getting off earlier. He did get off, huh?
He did, but I think he stayed or went live again for a little bit longer time. Like he ended his first one, and then he just figured to come on for a bit longer and do a separable live.
Oh, the Super Bowl. I forgot about the Super Bowl. I
Yeah, the
totally forgot. I
Super
don't-
Bowl is this Sunday, and it's here in Arizona, there where I live.
Oh, cool. Who do you think is gonna win?
I'd say the Eagles. Hope.
Oh my God, Karastin's gonna enjoy that one. It's because I have a friend that goes for the Eagles. Karastin goes for the Eagles. How strange.
I think so. I'm not sure. Does he?
I think so. I think I saw him wearing the Eagles beanie on the other day. That I remember watching come back here and I thought, yes.
I think no wait, that is him because I was gonna say Lucky Loco. He likes the Broncos. He likes our team.
So then it is Krista then. And then I want to see the tattoo he got. Supposedly he went to Rabbit Tissue to go get tatted.
To
Well,
where?
I got it to Rabbit the House of Tattoos.
Is that a good tattoo
It's a
shop?
channel. Yes, it's oh he's the one that oh my god, you guys should check him out. He does you know the pops, the little dolls pops. He does it but
Hmm.
with the cholos. He custom makes them and he has little cholitos. It's so cool, dude. And they even makes their custom boxes like with spider webs, like a gangster, like the homies. Remember the homies?
Hmm.
Well, he makes homies into little pops. They're dope. I'm like amazed. Let me see if I can find them and I'll share the screen. Hold on. You guys go ahead. Well, like I said, meet Angel. Angel's. I'm proud of him. He's very, very, very unique. Like he. I love his channel, dude. I like it. You guys should check him out. You can talk about your channel while I look for the Instagram so you guys.
Okay. What do you do on your channel, man?
I think he went to go send the email. I'm gonna wait. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm getting the email. If you heard me skip there or sound robotic for a sec there, yeah, I'm on here at the same time in the Yahoo email app that I have on my phone because I have Yahoo email as well there. I'm doing that of sending the email at the same time up here. But I'll answer your question once I get the email done there, Strange.
Okay.
Okay, I had just sent it to you. Check your email or refresh if you're there to see if you've got it there.
Okay, let me check
LA.
real fast. Yeah, let me. Well, you can call me Martha, so it'll be easier for you.
Martha? All right.
Yeah, it's easy.
All right. I'll call you Martha. But going back to your question, Strange, until the Martha says that she got my email, or I get a response back from Yahoo saying that my email didn't go through again, there, which will just
I got it. I got it. This time I
all right,
got.
all right. The cool. Um, going back to your question, when you look at my channel, I essentially do various stuff there. You'll see me singing to songs from like various formats of like movies, shows, and that kind of stuff. But the videos I have up there is like mainly from end credit songs of movies. So I've saw do that
Look, you guys. Look,
and
he does this. It's custom made. Look,
cool.
look, strange.
Oh, cool.
He makes custom made and he makes the custom made boxes. And he does tattoos. That's why his name is House of Tattoos. You guys should check him out. His name is Rabbit. I'll send you the link right now on Instagram. Look, they're all cholitas. that's Black Widow right there. A black.
But
Want to see the boxes? Watch, I'll show you the boxes. Yeah, when I seen it at Cruster's, I was like, what the? That's dope. Wait. See, you almost fell. See? Look at the box. The box itself, look. They're like engraved. Look. You see that?
Oh, he like, yeah.
And they glow in the dark too. Watch out. They're literally engraved. Hold on, let me put it again so you can see it. Look. Detailed, look.
Oh, he like alters the box.
Yeah, look, Kristen was there yesterday. Look. He was getting tatted. Look, they glow in the dark.
oh, cool.
And they're engraved, look. That is so dope. I like it. Has the tattoos on Instagram. That's Kristen. He made Kristen his own. Look. That is dope. I just noticed that. That's Kristen's one. He made his own mono. Look.
That's dope.
He made his own. He has. Oh, Kristen now has his own doll. Look at. That is dope. It says Kristen and it says LA. Look, the Eagles. See, I told you he was from the Eagles. Look.
Yeah, I knew it. Cause like,
that is so dope. I want one. I wonder how much he charges for a custom. Look, all of Kristen. Look, there's a mono. That I didn't even know until I saw the box when I was showing you guys that it said Kristen. It's all you, Kristen. He put on the top. It's all you. That is so cool. He put a bug beetle on it too. That shit is dope. Hi, gang. Hey, did you get your shirt? Hold on, my son wants to bite me. Here you go. All for my phone.
Thank you, Mom.
You're welcome, baby. Sit down. Oh, he wanted with my phone. That's what he said. Thank you, Mom. He took it.
That's cool and adorable.
Oh, thank you. I made them all by myself. No, this one.
Oh my god.
I know we're weird. We're cool.
Well, I love your personality there, Martha.
I'm very happy. I'm sorry. I'm too happy. I was like running sticky.
It's no problem. But let me finish telling Strange more about my channel there. So,
hey, Strange, he knows the whole song of Phoenix and Firm. You'll like it.
Do you remember the episode where the characters of the show go to the shopping mall, and then in the episode, which I think is the second half of the airing of that, because the show goes into two different segments per episode there, but the episode is where they go to the mall, and then they try and look around for some type of green little the device there, and Phineas is there enjoying the comfort of the chair massager, and then Bird encounters Doctor Doofenshmirtz's daughter, and he has the little hearts for her, and so she tries to do things herself, and then she goes into the back of the factory warehouse where everything for the mall is put together for all the companies that are within that mall, and then she goes after the same thing that the other characters are going for. So when the song comes, basically the one that Martha is talking about is where the beat starts coming, and then if you know which song I'm talking about, I guess I don't have to tell the rest, but it goes like this. I can do it, I can run, I can hunt you down. You can try, but you can't stop me because I'm gaining ground. I'm light on my feet, and I'm quick to the punch. I had a heavy breakfast, but a real light lunch. I'm a raging bonfire, a cherry bomb. I'm me. I'm rough and tumble. I'm the one to beat. I'm a fresh coat of blacktop burning on your feet. I got a poisonous thing. When I rain, I pour. I'm the best of the best. I'm the sloop du jour. I'm tough as a tack. I'm me. I'm a smooth talking, bad walking, high-polluted corn popping, dream bumming, foot stomping, speedy locomotive that just won't stop. I'm a raging wildfire. I'm a hot cherry pie with the hot apple pie with the cherry on top. Whoop! I got lost in the motion there of the song, but that's pretty much the gist of the episode. But the song that she was talking about is the song that Doctor Doofenshmirtz's daughter had sang in that episode. If you know that episode, there, Strange.
I started singing with him when he
Okay.
started singing that song from Phineas and Ferb.
What show is it?
Phineas and
Phineas
Ferb
and Ferb.
from the Disney Channel when it premiered in the late 2000s of 2007, I believe. I don't know if you had cable back when the show was on, but it still airs reruns from time to time on Disney XD.
Do you know who Phineas and Ferb is? Is the little scientist dude with the big old nose?
No, I don't think I watched that. Those were,
It's where they
but I can
always
look
try
it
to
up. I'll look it up
make.
though for sure.
It's where they always try to make do with their summer days and all that, and the Phineas is always
Let me see if I can find
find a cartoon picture of them because maybe the characters of what they look like will refresh his strange memory there. Because sometimes I've had that happen when people said, "Have I ever seen this?" And I was like, "Wait, that." And then they showed me like the characters. I like,
they're
oh
the ones
yeah,
who came out with the platypus. Do you remember the platypus?
Perry or Agent P.
No,
Oh, let me share a picture. Let me share screen. Hold on. Well, let me share screen. It's funny because we used to make fun of my nephew with it. We're like, "Hey, you platypus." He goes, "Don't call me that. What the hell?" Well, let me show you. We're like, "Hey, you're the platypus. Like it or not, you're the platypus." He gets all pissed off. That's them. Look, these are the characters. Let me see if I can get them bigger for you. But the main characters were the freaking funniest ones, which are this one and the boy this one.
okay, I
This one,
remember the cartoon. Yeah,
yeah,
now that I'm looking at it, I remember it
this is the
now.
platypus. I told my nephew, "You look like the freaking platypus. Don't call me
It's
that."
definitely probably been a while that you probably seen it and all that there because I know the show is on Disney Plus there, which I have a subscription to Strange, but when for those who haven't seen something for a while, there probably like several years there.
Yeah, that's his
It's
name,
kind of
Perry.
hard
Perry the platypus.
for them to remember if you know what I mean. Strange.
I know what you're saying. Yeah, for sure. It didn't ring a
Today we
bell
were
till I
talking.
actually saw him.
I know he's
Yeah,
like me. He has
that's
this
what I
the
have had
same.
happen to me too.
Hey, they were talking about Dario today. I was like, way back, my memory went flash mode back into that Ren and Stimpy and all that stuff. His cat, dog, and I don't know what else. The one you were, what was the other cartoon you were saying, French? The one with the dog and the old lady and the old guy.
Oh yeah, Courage the Cowardly Dog. That was one of
Yeah,
my favorites.
yeah, we have some weird cartoons too. Yeah, that's crazy. Now you see cartoons are not normal. It's crazy. They're trying to bring the old ones back, but in a different way, and it's not working. It's just like no. Have you seen the fries? The one that's with the fries, the drink that they talk the fries, the drink, and I don't know what is the other one.
Yeah, it's called Aquatine Hunger Force.
Yeah, something like that. I was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? Hey, hey, the
Like
Cartoon Network can come out somewhere.
you're talking about the Adult Swim show on Cartoon Network that would air at night, where it was various of talking food items like the burger, the drink, the hot dog, or whichever. I know what show you're talking about there, Strange. I've like seen bits and parts, but I'm more familiar with pictures on social media of the show, but I've never seen like a full actual episode in there or of it.
Yeah, it's not a bad show. It's just kind of random. Like it's not. It
Yeah,
doesn't follow any plot line or anything at all.
It's kind of like one of those awkward shows that, of course, are made for adults. But at the same time, when it's something like a food item, like it is, you would think it would be made towards children. Like, let's say if McDonald's was to have their own show ever again. If you remember the Adventures of Ronald McDonald VHS tapes, if you
I do.
if you grew up in the '90s, they're strange. Imagine if that kind of show was to be produced as a kid show on a cable network or on a free station like PBS Kids. There, something like that, I would see as more approachable. But having that kind of show of having food characters is just what I wouldn't think that would be adult like, if you know what I mean. But at the same time, that's what they made the show towards is was adults. But it's like you said, it has no storyline or anything like that.
Yeah, it's really random. Like, I used to watch it when I was in high school, but that's only because like I used to smoke pot a lot, so
Wow.
it was kind of funny. But yeah, it just really was random. It wasn't like it as an adult. It didn't make any much sense, but like at a teen, for whatever reason, it was funny.
And the reason why I know like a lot about the adventures with Ronald McDonald VHS as they're strange is because I remember getting one in like '99 when I went to McDonald's with my dad one year there, and they were giving away those for free, I think. And I think back then there were times when you could get a VHS. Um, by itself for like a couple dollars or so there with no like Happy Meal purchase or anything. So I remember that. And then just last year, I was thinking about my childhood once more. And then the little opening song, there where the sun shines, and then Ronald's little mechanical wake up device goes off, and he start like his dog wakes up, and the dog tries to like take the covers off of Ronald, and that little song, wake up, it's a brand new day. Uh, 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 why sleep when we can play? Good morning, whatever the dog said. Good morning, Ronald. And then Ronald would go through various clothes changes, and then would just go back to his clown outfit, the what he's known for there. And so, yeah, that be like series the I remember, but at the same time, I think I only saw the one back when the Hamburglar encountered some type of alien creatures there, which was the VHS that I had got from the Happy Meal purchase there in '99. But come to find out, there was more than just that alone when I looked up Adventures with Ronald McDonald on YouTube, and almost all of the series VHSs was somehow digitally transferred from the format to the video like capability that people can do from VHS to digital, which I've always wished I had the kind of technology to do so back when I still have VHSs there, but those are long gone now. But
Angel,
well, yeah,
I have a question. What is it that you're that you have?
my
I'm just
channel.
no. What is it that you have? I know you have speech issues, and like, what's your disability that you have? I'm just
So,
curious.
besides my issues, it's ADHD, bipolar mood and seizure disorder, along with the high functioning autism. The speech impediment there is one of the things that has always been a part of me. And if you like notice, guys, I talked for like a few minutes, and I've had people say like, doesn't he ever take a breath or something? I've never had no issues
You're
with
like me.
that.
You're like me. I talk a lot, and sometimes I too
Yeah, I
fast.
talk a lot, It's just my volume will go up and down depending on the interest of the conversation. Like you may hear my voice go a bit upward, but I'm not like angry or upset. It's just some things I just like don't like there that like brings my volume up that just like irritates me of what I like can say and all that. And at the
And
same
then when
time,
you slow down, you stutter. I noticed that because that happens to me a lot. That I if I
yeah,
talk too
when I
fast,
slow down,
and I'm like,
that's when I stutter. But when I pick up, that's when my speech more so goes word after word. And at the same time,
okay,
when I become like super excited of a conversation and
you get
like
louder.
just and passionate, I get louder, and I have stuttering
That happens
times
to
in
me.
there too. Just when I'm just trying to be so passionate about the topic of conversation that drives my voice up and goes down, stutter or voice rises
Yeah,
there with no
my
form of
son
anger or anything.
my son that's 9. He is autistic and he has autism. He has autism. He has ADHD, anxiety, and he has not speech issues. He has he yells. He can't control it. It's like he gets, I guess, either he gets excited or mad, and he starts going like but he doesn't do it on purpose, and then he starts like almost like he makes this face like his anxiety is getting the best of him, and
Yeah,
he can't talk, and he just yells like
yeah,
oh, and I'm like
and
what the.
and
He's
and
getting
I'm
serious sometimes.
and at times there when I'm trying to like make a point or statement there I do get people that say calm down and respectful enough that want to ingest their part and all that there, but times when it happens too periodically in the same time that I'm just trying to finish of what I'm saying, it can irritate me because I used to have service people in Minnesota back down where I lived for most of my life before
Some people
moving
get
here.
really irritated when they don't know the reason. I'm telling you because I have that issue with my son. Like
Yeah,
he
yeah,
gets mad and he starts screaming, and he can't control it, or he doesn't like
yeah,
something and he cries and screams at the same time, but like really loud, and he doesn't know how to control it, and he starts like with his hands. He starts like it's crazy. Like it's I don't. He doesn't know how to control it, and I don't know how to deal with it. And he feels like he's annoying people because people have told him that in school. Like he gets bullied for that reason because if he
yeah.
gets excited, he starts like biting his teeth and he starts going like that. I'm like, oh my god, what is he doing?
And just because the way that I speak doesn't mean that I'm like a person that doesn't know how to take care of himself there. Because I've had people that have judged me for my speech issues that I've always had my entire life. They've become better over the years, and if I still had my previous YouTube channel that I used to have before the one that I have now, one of the early videos, you would see me stutter more often than you see and hear me now, and that's because YouTube has been my place to get my vocals more organized of what I want to say. But it's just excitement, passion, and conversation that still brings the stuttering there. When, like I said, when I become excited and I'm just like passionately like telling something of my childhood that I remember that was great and go in detail and all that.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's what I
yeah,
noticed too. My son that's autistic, she remembers only the happy times that he's had, like cartoon wise, and like parts like if he went to the park and had a good time. He remembers parts. Like he can
yeah,
remember when he was like 1 or 2, and I'm like, how in the hell? But he remembers like when he was like 3. He remembers that he was in a box that I was really pissed off because I didn't know what he wanted to do, and he was an astronaut. Okay, and I didn't know he was trying to be an astronaut. Okay, that was shit. I didn't even know. But he kept crashing into the wall, and I'm like, you thought that was exciting? I thought you were hurting yourself, but no, he was being an astronaut, and
um,
that's we remember that. And he's
and
already 9.
yeah, and the other, and I pretty much also remember all the stressful times, whether it was from my childhood or whether it was in the services that I was in. There were a lot of times that was stressful, even though it's not like now that I just tell the stories to just let people know like the parts of my history of what I had to deal with, because I get people that often say that think that I've never had to go through the kind of stuff that
You know what
um,
I just realized?
Yeah.
You're the answer to what I've been trying to do for the past 4 months. I'm trying to explain to people what autism is mixed with ADHD, anxiety, and other
Yeah.
speech impairments. But I
Yeah.
don't know how to start it. But I now have somebody that has it, and my son, I could actually do the from when they're little to now because I know another person that is autistic, and I don't know if to be upset because he's like older and he's trying to kick it with little kids, but not in a bad way. It's because he doesn't have friends, and it's not easy for him to have older people to be his friends because he doesn't know how. They People that had autism, they're not good at having friends because they either don't want to lose them and they get very very attached to the point where they start getting that feeling to people that, oh my god, you're so annoying, and you gotta let it go, and it's like, okay, I don't, you're getting too attached, like, oh my god, go away status. I've seen it because that's what the guy was acting like. But then my son tried to be friends with some kids at school, and they were bullying him, throwing him on the floor, and they were to the point where my son came up to me and told me, Mom, if I hurt somebody, is it okay if I get in a fight or whatever? I'm like, why? What's going on? You know what I mean? And then he told me,
Yeah.
oh, it's because me, I want to be friends. And then they make fun of me, telling me I'm weird and annoying, that I try too
Yeah.
hard. And it's very, very, very crazy.
And also at the same time, when I get people that don't even understand why I speak the way I do, I get people that want to literally have the host of the stream knock me off of their platform. I in the beginning of my former channel, when I wasn't even creating content at the time, it was more so of a channel just to watch videos like everyone else at first, and then as you got more interested and wanted to be more creative, you would make your videos. But in 2017, before I started officially making stuff, the following year in 2018, I would often go into various call-in shows, and I would always see people in the chat saying to get this to retard the F off the phone
Oh
or
my
the
goodness.
platform. And it's just because of the way I speak is what they perceive to be the, inside my language, the fucking problem. And I mean all respect there, Martha, but it just, people often don't understand what the my stuttering entails, or is the issue of mine that I've always had, and yet they perceive it's okay to make a host
I'm
knock
gonna
you
help you,
off of
Angel.
the
You're my
platform.
new goal. I'm gonna help you, Angel, and I'm gonna make you be understand out there in this world because I've always done that. I used to help a lot of people that were in and they had issues, like they were in the special ed classes. I used to help them. I loved her. They were adorable. I sort of got. But see, that's what I want to put out there, that even though people have disabilities, they're still people. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
shouldn't be treated
Yeah.
different. I'm really proud of you, dude. I'm really proud of you because you're actually out here doing it no matter what they tell you, and that shows a lot. You know what I mean? That's like That's why when I saw you and you were on Books channel, I'm like, he's very interesting to me. Why? Because he's trying to make himself known no matter what the obstacles are, and I'm really proud of you. I swear to God, I am,
thank you.
because you're a person that shows a lot of heart. That's You like to take the battles and you're gonna handle it, and you don't give up easily, and that's pretty cool to know.
But
You know what I mean? Respects from
but
me to
yeah,
you.
but imagine if you didn't like tell Genghis the that, or ask me like what I'm about, and then like explain you were referring to my speech issues there that I've always had. I'm pretty sure, not trying to make no assumptions or accusations to you, Genghis, if you're still listening and watching. But if none of that was to come fruition, it's just he probably would have been the one of the people that would have either left the platform or left the stream there, because some people get too annoyed when I speak for a length period of time, or try to get the host, which is you at this moment, me off of the stream and all that. Like I've told you before, how I've had seen people in chats in 2017 that tried to get the host to hang up on me, take me off of their stream platform when Google Hangouts used to be the
Hey,
thing.
hey, I'm gonna tell you something. That will never happen with me. Trust and
I
believe me.
know,
I'm not that
but I'm
type of
just
person.
saying.
I'm just telling you right now. But right now, you're actually you got me curious to know how is it that you do all this and still like keep coming up. That's pretty cool though. I really admire that about you because
No
like I told you,
problem.
that to me was very, very. And then for books, also he has you there, and I'm like, when I met you, I was like, ooh, he's very interesting. And books, respects to books, for helping you out with that too. And it's like,
Yeah,
it's not easy. I know it's not easy. I've seen it. I've I could tell you all I've seen, and
yeah.
it's crazy. And I don't like people that do things to put type people like you guys, disabled people down. I'm like, as you can tell, I'm really impressed. I'm very impressed. No lie. And you got a new friend in me, so don't worry about it.
No, I'm
And I
alright.
don't. It's like whatever. I don't care. I'm like whatever people
Um,
tell you or think, or they think I'm doing wrong, and because I have you on here, I'm actually proud of having you here because you showed a lot. Like that's a lot of courage just to like jump on people's panels and hear things that you've heard all your life. So that makes you stronger, and I know what I'm telling you because I've heard a lot of things about me, and that made me stronger. That makes us stronger, knowing what people think, and you still got the to get up and do it again. I'm really proud of you. That's pretty cool.
thank you, and no problem. I don't see anything wrong with you either. You're a great person, there, Martha, and I can't wait
Thank you.
to continue doing more. I'm going to be on here still, but right now I'm just trying to.
Whenever you want to come back, it don't matter. It's okay.
I
You can
know.
even draw with us if you want to draw with us. You
Yeah,
can draw with us.
but right now I'm just trying to find something to drink here. Because I am right now on my second bottle of the Walmart Great Value purified drinking water. But I
Is
just
it good?
don't want to drink too much water. But does it?
I never tried that one. Is it good?
What?
Is it good, or does it have a taste, or is it good? I've never tried it. It's the
It's
first time
just
I've ever heard of water.
here. It's just the plain purified drinking water in the 40
Oh,
case.
the brand. Okay, the brand.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
that's the brand. Great Value is the brand of Walmart there.
Yeah, because my family here, like some of them can handle some water bottles and some can't. Like it depends, I guess, on the
Well,
even if it's a store brand, it depends on I guess the bottle. I guess
well,
some drink
well,
regular and some just Arrow, and I don't know what the hell. Some get stomach aches depending on the water. So I don't get it. To me, water is water.
but not to discuss anyone. But I've at times when I've realized I wasn't drinking enough water, and I like drink like so many like bottles in like a 5 minute time frame. That it literally caused water to come back up in the form of vomitable liquid with no food until
Oh,
it
I know
takes
that
a
happened
while.
to me. That was nasty. I know. That's
Yeah,
not cool.
because I think it's because I was drinking too much water than what
Yeah,
my
you drink
body
too much
allowed.
water. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it comes back. Yeah, that's because you drink too much water, and then you
Yeah,
haven't ate.
yeah, because I think I drank too much in the time that I did. So now I try to watch like the number of bottles, and like I said, this is
I just
number
remember right
two.
now. Strange. Next week, my schedule's gonna change a little because I gotta start school Monday. Yeah, no, I swear. 20 years later, I'm going back to school. But I'm gonna be doing Mondays to Thursdays. But I'm gonna be home like 2:30. I hope. I pray early. But I'm gonna be do. My classes are weird. I'm gonna do art. I'm gonna do counseling and something about cultural. I don't know what the hell. I can't even say the word, but I just know it's cultural. I know it's gonna be something about culture. I need to get one more, but I don't know what it is. So yeah, and if I get one, if I get another one, I'm gonna be like stuck stupid because like it's at late at night and I won't be coming home like till 9. It's like no, we don't want to.
Um,
Too late. But
but
once I have time,
But as I was saying, I still feel slight thirsty, but I don't want to drink like a third or fourth and then have it become back up there. Because right now the
is
only
it true?
things
Is
I
it true
have,
that people with because I'm really learning my son's metabolism, but I heard that people with autism also like have sensitive stomachs and they're very low on the metabolism. I heard because my son eats
yeah,
certain things and then he his stomach hurts or he gets sick for no reason, but he eats the same food all the time. So I don't know how that works.
me, I do notice at times when the I will go from like a period of time of wanting to cook at home, and then later on go out to eat there. It's just I don't know how to keep myself from like going out all the time or as often as I do, and then go back to cooking at home there because I want to be able to cook more at home, but at the same time. It's like I never was taught cooking in the services I was in, and
So
only
I have a question.
yeah.
So the services that you get, the in-home services, do they help you? I know they help you with discipline and how to contain your
So
little stages of stress and stuff, that you start getting
so
really overwhelmed and crying and mad and
um
all that stuff.
so
The symptoms, I guess.
if you're willing to like let me say like a bit about it, then I can finish the rest there and I'll allow you to like come in there, Martha. I don't have the services no more. I have the JT person who's the life coach slash personal care attendant. If you saw his interview on CP's stream earlier there, if you're subscribed to him there, Martha. But back
Uh-huh.
in the 2003 there, I was put into services there. Ain't gonna like go the before that, but when I was into services, there were a lot of key factors. The first part is like you said about like my behavioral control. Anytime like I like didn't listen and didn't want to comply and would have an outburst and all that kind of stuff, there they would do what was often known as the basket hold, if you know what that old thing that police officers probably still do, where they pin you to the ground and crisscross your arms. They
Oh
did the
shit, they
basket
do
hold
that?
on me when I was into services as a behavioral method and all that kind of stuff. And then
I heard of it, but I never thought it was true. So they literally treat you like you were in jail when you were misbehaving. In other words,
pretty much. And
God
on top of
damn.
that, there were in the early years there. I had lived with a roommate, and the service was 24/7 at the time, and there would be a precise like schedule of things to where we would have to complete our like chores, our homework, and everything before time, and then if we are do it in a timely manner, we would be able to like do something with the staff, and the staff was with me 24/7, and I had staff that did like regular checkups like almost every hour or every 2 hours, and it was just as their way of making sure I was all right. But at times I just wanted to have time to myself, and I at times just didn't enjoy having that regular occurrence of being like knocked on my bedroom door when I just am trying to like do stuff for my own, like my homework, time to relieve myself.
So you always had to be watched, and yeah, because I have a friend that lives in a home, but like, did you go there voluntarily or did they take you there?
No,
Because I've been taken.
my father signed me up in 2002 as a part-time client at first, but in 2003 I was later transferred there as a permanent resident, and then from 2003 to 2013, I was under the 24/7 supervision, and from 2013 until my independence was given on January 2nd of 2019. I was under a partial
So
staff.
you had to be 18. You had to be 18 to get out of there.
Well, at the age of 18, I was court appointed a guardianship and conservatorship. And if anyone doesn't understand what both of those are, a guardianship is basically a parental supervision by a service of court by the state or city there.
Like giving you
uh,
your freedom.
Yeah, it's like takes away your freedom or something because there was like times my guardian made it harder on me to be able to do the stuff that I want as I got older in my 20s there. But I was given.
Okay, let me get this straight. Let me get this straight because you're going too fast on me. Okay, so if you have autism and all these things that you have, and you go into this home that they take you to for help or whatever to make you get more discipline and learn how to be yourself and by yourself or whatever to be independent, right?
Yeah.
So they show you like okay, in other words, you're in a prison, but there if you get mad or tantrum, instead of disciplining you by talking to you how to control it, they actually like pin you down and they take privileges from you in case you behave. You get privileges to go out with and play and stuff like that.
That's essentially what it was there, Martha. There were a few times that I actually ran away, but it was just to get
Wow.
out of the house and
Yeah, because
all
you
that.
wanted freedom to be free to go
Yeah,
outside and stuff like that.
yeah, just didn't
That
really
is
have.
crazy. Now I know not to put myself in that position of wondering what's gonna happen with my son. Because
Because I think
they told me if I wanted those kind of services, and I didn't know, so that's why I'm asking all kinds of questions. I'd rather have the answers from somebody
because
and actually doing it.
because one time in like the 2006 or 2007 when I was in the last years of my teenage years before I became an adult at 18 there I just got super fed up that of everything that was like was
Behind the scenes, in other words,
yeah,
the
yeah,
behind the
behind the
scenes.
scenes. So I pretty much like found a way out of the house and then just ran
But that
as
is
far as I
crazy though.
could, and then at the same time I just didn't want it any type of
And I'm afraid of that
yeah,
program.
any type of
Straight,
interference or any type of botherness by them just
are you
because
hearing this? Let me see the opinion of a straight. Are you hearing this? This is what the programs
Oh, I believe
that
it.
are they have issues.
It's not surprising to
It's
me because
fucking
my mom,
crazy. It's not
because
surprising,
when
but
my
it's
mom,
like in shock.
yeah.
Like
Um,
I
but
believe it though because my mom, she had to go into a mental hospital and they treated her really bad, so I can believe it.
fuck. My son, they asked me if I wanted to put him in a program like that, and I'm like, I don't know. I gotta go research mode. And now that he's telling me all this, it's like, fuck that, sir. I don't know you. My name is Ben, and and I don't want to go in it. It's like you know what I mean? It's like, oh hell, I feel bad. I'm sorry you went through that, dude. It's like, oh my god. It's like now I really
Yeah,
want to.
no one should have to go through that.
I know now I want to teach my son to be more independent, a little bit more in case God don't permit, but something goes wrong that we're not here no more. At least he's able to do. Oh my god! Like I tell everybody, if you treat them normal, like people that have autism, and you help them out with their speech, because my son won't look at you, like he won't speak loud. He looks down and like speaks too low. It's like, oh my god, I don't understand what he said. And he gets upset because he gets frustrated. Sometimes we don't understand him because he's talking like, oh my god, we're like, what? And then he don't look at us, so it's like more complicated. And I'm trying to make him more dependent. But I know that if he doesn't like the 2 year old, I'm trying to make him what I mistake did with my 9 year old. I want to not do the same mistake. You know what I mean? That way he can be more dependent and not know that he has whatever he has. You know what I mean? But right now that's the issue I have. Like my son, now he's able to he puts his clothes on backwards, like with the tag the other way around. And I know when he has up the other way around because you could tell. You know how the clothes goes if it's backwards. So he's still learning how to do that, but he dresses himself. He does not know how to do his shoelace, and he's learning how to cook, but in the microwave because he's afraid of the flame and the knife.
yeah, I'll be quite honest. I'm like getting more adjusted to cooking on the stove, but the only reason why I like am not like all the way there and still like buying frozen microwavable meals there is not only because they're more fast and easier, convenient. They're just easier to manage there. And the reason why I'm like not like fully there of like cooking on the stove all the time is because when I was 10 or 11 or 12 years old. There, I was cooking breakfast one morning, and usually it should be the parents the responsibility to make the breakfast, but we had made breakfast with me, my brother, and my sister. We all cooked breakfast together. And when I was cooking some strips of bacon as a kid, the grease splattered on top of me,
Yeah,
and it
that's
was
the
the
reason
first
you
time
don't
that
cook on
I
the
had
stove
ever
either. Mine
gotten
don't
any
cook because
type
of
of
that.
grease burn
Because of
in
the
my life.
bacon. Because of the bacon, mine won't cook on the stove either. Because it popped and that thing burned his hand a little bit and he was going crazy. And he goes, I don't want to touch that no more. I'm like, come down, come down. Everything's fixable. No, I don't want to do it. I'd rather do it in the microwave. But I'm like, oh my god. Yeah, he stopped wanting to get. Yeah, and then the knife.
I
I
know.
guess he's afraid of the knife because he feels like he's gonna cut himself. But if I tell him get everything you need and I'll show you how to do it, he'll do it. But he will not use the stove or a knife, and it's understandable. I guess you guys remember more traumas than happy moments. I know that. And then my son has a habit that if he thinks something's gonna hurt him, he goes, "What the hell? Really? Really? Oh hell no!" He starts going dramatic mode and he starts going ah. And then he hears noises really loud to the point where he's asleep and he's crying, but he doesn't realize that because he's asleep, obviously. And he has an attachment problem. He has to have someone in the same room with him, or he won't go to sleep. Like he'll get up real quick. Where's everybody going? I'm like, God damn, we're right here. Somebody just went restroom and that was it. But he gets all like, oh my god, where's everybody go? I'm like, dude, we're right here. Calm down. You're gonna leave me alone and stuff like that. And then if we don't feed him on time, like when he wants to eat, he starts going, look, you took forever and I'm losing weight. I look at how skinny. I'm like, dude, it's only been like a minute that you just told me. He gets very dramatic. Or if you don't, if say you're gonna spank him because he did wrong or something, he'll Google it and put what happens to parents that hit like a child or their children. I was like, what the? He's very like searchable. Like he'll search like the consequences of whatever the issue or consequences is.
Yeah,
It's crazy. I trip out on that. I'm like, damn. I've researched. I don't behave. What happens? He does do it though. I got his searching log on my phone, and it's funny because I see the things he searches, and I'm like, damn, this little kid's so curious. I'm like, what do you want to know this, and what do you want to know that? But he's really into trains. He does all his videos on trains. What are you? Are you into trains or anything that's pattern
Uh,
mode like
uh, um, I guess you can say I'm into technology and
yeah?
movies there. Because one of the things I always want to try and be more professional at is video editing. But
My son has his own YouTube channel with trains, and he's very popular on YouTube and really popular on TikTok with the trains. He just does train videos. It's crazy, and he knows all the engines to the trains
ooh,
and what trains where's who. And then he tells, I didn't even know there was. I was telling Strange the other day, I didn't even know that Thomas has his own actual trains, and they're in Connecticut, and they're actually Thomas's train. I was like, what the hell? He knows all you can think about trains. The other day, some guy randomly came to the tire shop where we had open and gave him a $300 train. I was like, what the hell? And he's like, yay, a train. Oh, goddamn, that's $300 train. He just went and goes, you want a train? I know you like trains. My son's autistic and I know what you guys like. And gave him a train. I was like, that's so dope. He goes, yeah, anything that has an engine they like, which is true. My son likes semis. He likes he knows semi also any type of semi from a hay truck to you name it. He knows it. Hay pickers what it's for the hay truck and the hay and all that. And he knows also the Walmart trucks and semis and all that. He has more like a collection you could say. Even the old cars, he has a lot of Hot Wheels that you were like, what the hell? I was showing some of them the other day. He has a collection of Hot Wheels. He has a that collection of Hot Wheels are from people that have given them to me from since he was little. I have from 1970 something cars that I'm like,
wow.
I know they gave them to me because they belong to their grandparents, and they're like, I don't know what to do with these things, and they gave them to me. I was like, God damn, these you don't know what they're worth, huh? My friends are like, hey, if you got this GTA car looking and then this GTO, and I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, there's limited editions of the games, and da-da-da. I'm like, dude, I don't even know. Next time you know, I had Need for Speed, and then I had he has also from McDonald's. You know how some McDonald cars come out too. He has cars that are Pink Panther, and I don't know what the hell. I keep getting Batman and some 1960. You know the one that everybody likes that Daisy Dukes the car. He has a bunch of those too, like the car like the old one and the new version he made and all that. But he has mainly trucks like semi trucks and trains.
That's cool.
and he can tell you where he can hear the train coming from the west or the east, and it's like trip out. He tells us what kind is and what the locomotive is gonna look like, and if it's local one or another. If he wants to see a trolley, we gotta take him to his San Diego to see a trolley because I know there's a lot of them there. And when we were at the hospital, we were like, "There's a trolley here. I want to see it," and it was right next to us to our window. I'm like, "Ooh,
But
you missed the trolley." He got mad.
but some of the hobbies that I had interest in when I was younger there, as a teenager, it was movies and sporting cards there. Didn't really have a precise what kind of card collection I was into, but I had like one roommate give me three full bags of various sports cards throughout the years, including
Wow.
some baseball cards from like the 1960s and 70s there. But none of them were any of the rarest of kind because I always figured that something that would be rare would be hard to find there. And my interest also as a teenager, like I said, movies. I had at one point a collection of 300 plus movies on VHS, DVD, and when Blu-ray was becoming the thing in like the early 2010s. I had a really big collection back in the day, but that collection
My
I
son
sold when
collects DC characters, Marvel characters, anything has to do with comic books. He collects, and then my oldest daughter, I have, you know who Roly Poly is? He's Disney Channel.
you're talking about the like cartoon character from the
Yeah,
old Playhouse Disney show,
yeah,
Rolling
yep,
Polly. Yeah, I
yeah.
know
I have that
him.
intact, and it's clean, dude. My daughters are like, "You still have it?" I'm like, "Yep, I still have your roly poly oly," and that was expensive and hard to find, and that's why it was really expensive. Like it was crazy expensive for a doll, not even that big. It was as big as where my laptop starts. Like it wasn't not even that big, but it was like $100 for that damn thing. And it took me 3 months to get it for her first year birthday. Okay, and she still has a Harley Davidson. Her grandma collects Harley Davidsons, and she had a Harley Davidson Levi's dress, and that thing all my daughters wear it, and that thing's intact, still Levi looking like it was new. I took care of all of that. I told her frame it, and I'm gonna give her roly poly to frame it next to the dress. And then her grandma, you know what she collects? She collects lunch pills. She has from Snoopy to Batman, the old fashioned ones, the thin, the that metal one looking kind of status. She has
Yeah.
all kinds. She likes Snoopy, so she has them all. Like it's crazy. And then anytime she goes somewhere, she gets them lunch bills everywhere. She has a collection of almost 1,000 lunch bills, different kinds of lunch bills, custom made lunch from Batman to Robin and House on the Prairie. I don't know what it's called. And then Elf. And the old fashioned ones. And then she also has old toys that you're like, what the hell? I haven't seen this in a minute. You know what I mean? And then it's a trip. They collect like signs that you haven't seen in years, like Coca Cola signs and all that. I get all those from my mom too. My mom collects Coca Cola. She has Coca Cola from Afghanistan because my brother went to war. So he brought her Afghanistan little mini colas. He got all kinds of sodas. She hasn't opened them. She just has them there. Around the world sodas he has. Um, it's crazy what you can find at a yard sale or just a random place, to collect. And
Yeah.
then one time in the trash can, you know what I found? Two Transformers, Tonka
Wow.
Transformers. Those are all that fudge. And they start like, hey, look, it's Bumblebee and Megatron. And we're like, what the hell? And they were Tonka. Those things were heavy as fuck, but they were big. They were like this, like from, okay, the clipper right here, it was a little bit taller, like this big, but they were heavy and they were transformed. We make sure they transformed. They were heavy, heavy, like you didn't even want to know. Hi, Richie. I was tripping out on that. I never seen Transformers like that. Like that was the first time I've ever seen Transformers. They were
Wow.
they were Tonka. I didn't even know Tonka made Transformers until I saw them. My friends are like, look, they're heavy, and we read it said Tonka on the.
Um,
Remember those Tonka
um,
cars?
I'll be quite honest for a quick moment there. When you had just said that Tonka made Transformers, I thought it was Hasbro. I mean, maybe it well,
Well, it said
well,
Tonka on it. That's why. Probably it was just that. You know how they do limited edition stuff. Any
yeah,
company does that,
like
and
Tonka
I think
from
that was
time to
yeah,
time. But I think
yeah.
Tonka was a partner while Hasbro was still the main
That's why. That's
manufacturer.
why. To me, that was weird when I saw the Tonka. But I guess that was it was like the limited collab. I guess you could say. But I was tripping out because those things transform, and I just thought they were just like protocols, like they just stand the whole into like the shape they were the transformer robots. But no, they would transform, but they were fucking hard to transform because I guess they were already too old already. Somebody just threw them out. People can throw some crazy stuff out there, believe me or not. I mean,
Yeah.
but strange. Why are you
Hmm.
so quiet? What do you think of the combo?
What now?
What do you think of the conversation? What do you think about people that are disabled, mistreated in homes, and always have to feel for their lives that they have to run out of places? Like it's crazy.
I think it's
I got
important for people to talk about it because I mean people need to know. Like I said, it's not really surprising to me. Anything with the government, I wouldn't trust really. I'm not too big on that because my mom, she was mistreated even when I was in the army. Like I had to come home and the government was
and find
trying
your
to
mom.
like give her all these medications and stuff, and they weren't taking care of her at all.
That is crazy. Well, right here in the valley, an autistic kid was like literally forced to leave the mom's house. That's why I was asking him about the program because they wanted him. The government, I guess, gets money for disabled people or whatever they take care of or whatever. And the lady was, I want my son back, and it was in the newspapers. It was crazy, dude. It was crazy. Like, why would you do that to people? It's like it makes no fucking sense. Like, I'd rather have my kids not feel like they're disabled or something. Like, I want to make like I can know I can't fix it, but it makes me want to, like fix it a little at least. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
overwhelming. That's
It's just
overwhelming.
another big thing too. Like why I'm not surprised about it is I have a lot of relatives that have went to prison and stuff like that, and like
Yeah.
some of the stories they've told me, like it's crazy.
It's yeah, and then that's when I tell you that they told me about the shelters, and it's like, oh fuck that, I ain't gonna go in there. If that's that, imagine like I'm like in shock what he was saying, like you were saying too, and I was like, what the hell? That's why I kept asking, like, what, like, oh my god, like I would be like really pissed if I were to see it myself done to my child. It's like, and for parents to be okay with it is like, no, you know what I mean? It's like, what's wrong with you? I guess because I'm a very like protective person, I guess you could say. But I know
Yeah,
if they
shelters are
help,
crazy.
like I said, if you need help, okay, we'll deal with it. It's your child. Why are you gonna go have somebody deal with it? Well, you never know. Some I know of, like my friend had a kid that she fostered, but she couldn't foster them no more. And when they took her back to foster because she had no funds and stuff like that to foster the child, that little girl died. They killed the new foster parents. They beat her in somehow some way. And my friend noticed it because they would let her visit her. Well, obviously she had her since she was a baby or whatnot. The little girl died at 3 years old because of the abuse. Like I don't know how people can say, "Yeah, I'm gonna adopt somebody," and hurt, and especially an infant, like a child, dude. It's like if I see that, I go like vicious mode. Like I go, I turn into an evil person seeing somebody do that. You know what
Can I make a quick
I mean?
PSA
Go ahead.
just to
What is PSA?
give a message across there?
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
So going back to when you were asking me about what so what am I about in regards to the way I my speeches and all that? I just want to say this to anyone that either hears someone like me or someone who has a speech issue. Would you even know what is the cause of their speech issue? Let me ask you that. And to anyone that like is okay with saying like what they said to me in 2017 to hang up on this retarded mother effer, would you be okay if like someone called you a robot all because your voice sound like a bit like robotic-y or any kind of way? Would you be okay if someone treated you in the exact same thing? It doesn't matter how we sound, how we speak, how we voice ourselves and that kind of stuff. Like just right now, if someone had
Yeah,
a problem with that, they
I would
would
be really
say that
mad.
shit to me. And so if anyone like has a problem with how someone is sounds, speaks, or the way that they just are, then just think of that what it would be like if you were in their shoes, because that's what not a lot of people understand.
Yeah,
It's like if
I've
you are
seen stuff like that, and if it gets me mad, I wonder how pissed you guys are dealing with that issue. Is like that really needs to go out there. You know what I mean? Like people need to be more considerate
Yeah.
of other human beings. No, no,
Yeah,
no matter the issue, no matter the situation or disability they have. Like I'm telling you right now, me myself, like if I pass, hopefully I don't. I'm afraid of my son because he's
yeah,
autistic. He doesn't know how to do much, and he's learning, and he's been doing it for years. He can barely like. I would have issues having him dressed because he wouldn't
and
do it
and
right. Like he
and
puts his stuff backwards, and then I had issues. Like the other day, they told me how to figure out how he can open the water to take a shower, like to put tape to the limit where it's gonna be perfect. And I'm like, yeah, that's a good idea. Like I feel like showing people that there's more to people being disabled and being told like worse things. Like to me, that's upsetting. It's like, what would you do? And I've seen it before. One time I said it at a random. What would you do if you had a kid like that? What would you do? Would you still treat him the same way? And they stood quiet. And then the following year, they had a disabled child. But I didn't mean it in a bad way. You know what I mean? But I meant to like, how would you feel if they did it to one of yours? You mean? And now that person kind of changed because she's all like, oh, now I feel like very defensive. Like somebody comes up to my child and tells them something, I'll be like trying to like
uh,
throw blows, and I'm
and
like,
also there are many people that have speech issues that are not in the same condition as your son or me there, Martha, that are just with their age there or how upset they get there. And as you kind of saw, I got slightly there, but it wasn't a fully blown kind of thing there. It's just because how people still judge people like me or your son if he was to start talking on his videos and all that there and he was like to be ridiculed like how people tried to do it would just be scareful on your end with you being
I'm
their
telling you,
mom.
my son. You want to know something? My son tells me he rather live in the world of Roblox than the real world. And I asked him why. And you know what he told me? He told me because nobody judges me in the game world that he lives in. Because he got locked out of Roblox and he was depressed up the ass. Like he wouldn't play, he wouldn't come out, he wouldn't eat, he wouldn't go to school, he wouldn't do nothing. I asked him why was he so upset about it. So it took us like 3 days to get his account back. But the reason why he was like that because he says right here nobody judges me, nobody thinks anything or tells me anything. I'm just a normal child. I could actually be myself here. Nobody's gonna tell me nothing. I actually have
Yeah,
friends. I go out to the real
yeah,
world, they're poking at me, telling me that I'm weird, telling me this and that, that da 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 da. And they do this year they pushed them so many times to the floor, like to the concrete floor, okay, because he wanted to play. They told me, yeah, yeah, come play. They were teasing with him, and then as soon as they wanted to get rid of him, boom, they would. And that's when my son didn't want to tell us, but he wouldn't go to school. He would start crying. He did things for him to stay home. Like he felt like he was fake sick, and he would go to the restroom, so he would come home and stuff like that. That's how bad it got. Bullying is
wow,
no damn joke, dude. It's crazy, and to the point where he would literally like we took him close to have at school and stuff like that because he was doing it constantly because he didn't want to be home. And then one day he just came out of nowhere, and I was tripping out because he never tells me anything. He usually tells his dad things, and this time he came up to me and goes, "Mom, can I tell you something?" I'm like, "Oh God, is it good or bad?" To myself because he never tells me anything. So I was like, "Oh my God, it was weird." And I'm like, "What happened?" He goes, "If I get in a fight, you won't get me in trouble if I hurt somebody." And I'm like, "If it's defending yourself, then no." You know, it's like whatever. You know what I mean? So it's like defend yourself if you need to, and you won't get in trouble. Why? Because you're defending yourself. Oh, okay. He was really excited about it. I'm like, but that don't mean you can do it all the time. Just in case, try to avoid it. Try to tell somebody, but they don't listen. We'll try. If it goes, push comes to shoves, handle it. And he was in wrestling and everything, so he knows what he can do. So it's
yeah,
like and he knows his strength. He knows his strength pretty good, and we know that because he's already tried it, and he's very probably, you know. What I mean? So, like I say, like think before. Like I tell other kids, would you like it if somebody did it to you? Are we gonna like my kids? I tell them, you guys are a ladder. The oldest goes to the next one, and so on the ladder. You know what I mean? Whoever's next, and da da da. So I tell them, so you guys are just repeating a routine that I've already stopped for I don't know how many times. The oldest well, my daughter does it to my son, which is 21, 17, and then the 17 does it to the 13 does it to the 9.
um,
You know what I mean? So on and so forth.
imagine if there was such a thing as body switching, like from the 2003 Freaky Friday movie with Jamie Lee Curtis
Yeah,
and Lindsay
that would be
Lohan.
a very big
Imagine if there
eye
was such a
opener.
thing. I would love to switch bodies with a human that thinks that autistic people are like not that important or don't really know much of what causes my speech and all that, and just has been switched bodies to where I would be in the normal body and the other person would be in my autistic body, and
I've learned
then
a lot of things about autistic kids and people now they're grown. I seen they have really bad out like really bad like attachment issues. Like they pick a person. Like I tell everybody, they pick one person they're really attached to. When you start detaching them from the person and then they're autistic, it's turns into hell for them. They feel like in this big dark hole of emptiness and that
yeah, exactly.
people don't want them around and stuff like that. They start thinking the worst. So people coming at you after that, like if you get out of your house and you go to school, like my son, and you start like telling them like depressing things that oh you're this and you're weird and da da da, that makes that hole bigger than it seems, and it makes that kid go into depression. You never know that depression can turn into a suicidal or to a I'm gonna hurt myself because I'm worthless status, and it could turns into really big
Yeah,
issues that they won't speak, especially
yeah.
when they're autistic, they don't speak to people, and it's harder for them to come out because they're so judged by others that it's crazy. I've seen it all. Like they go out in the public and say they go to the store or whatever. I seen this in this the pizza. I noticed a kid had autism because he was like looking around like nobody look at me. They won't like anybody looking at them because, to their knowledge, everybody that looks at them looks down on them and degrades the hell out of them just by the looking and just anywhere. They bully them like it makes them feel that they're unprotected out there. Like they can't control it, and they'll show you feelings with bodies and face mode and speech. But the thing is, that's the reason why they don't have contact with others or watches or look at into the eyes because they're so judged about the way they speak. They're afraid to speak. They're afraid to look at people. They're afraid to do many things. They're afraid of the world. I'm gonna tell you like that because my son's told me I'm afraid to go
Well,
outside.
well, the thing is, I've never been afraid of the world, but the world has been afraid of me, of how they came at me, because I always dreamed of working. I've always dreamed of making a living
Yeah,
for
you want to be
myself.
normal. Yeah, you want to be
Yeah,
normal.
just want to be like everyone else. And the next thing that I fear is finding that like woman that I want to try and find before I get too old. Because I'm 32, gonna be 33 in March of next month. There, the 29th to be exact. And I
That's
just
another thing. That's another thing I've noticed. I've seen older ones, older autistic people, and some like, hey, Spencer's autistic. You should meet him too. He's badass. He's good at what he does, and he'll tell you how hard it's been for
cool.
him. And I'm give you the channel. It's, Spencer and Sasha. He started barely going live. He started enjoying going live now. Like that's pretty cool. We all try to encourage him to do it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
He talks about his all his obstacles and stuff like that. And he told my son really likes him too. And he goes, you know, I'm autistic. He told my son never comes into my live stream, okay? And that day he came and he met Spencer, and oh my god, Spencer was my answer to my prayers on telling him everything was gonna be okay. Because he doesn't like doing anything. It's hard for me to get him out of the room because
Um,
he wants to be on his phone, and that's
um,
all. You don't want to do nothing.
And here's another piece of advice to those. The next time I come on, which I'll be here far more often there, or even for your own son there. Instead of the judging, examine like what the
Oh,
person
I
sounds,
pay
says,
attention. I
and
pay
just
very
be
much attention.
more observant of their patterns, like how I speak. If the people examine me more and all that there, and just be more like observant and all that, they would understand how I talk at times, of my rise of volume, my passion for conversations, of what I would
I
talk
have
about.
I've noticed that if you guys get comfortable with people that even if you don't know them and you get really they make you feel comfortable, you guys speak a little bit more and more attentive to them, like conversations. If you
Yeah,
don't no,
exactly,
no none of
exactly.
that, I know you start walking out. You start going back to your room and you don't want to go. That's my son does. He will not stay. Like the other day, his workers came to check on him because they do a 2-year contracting, and he was like fluent, like he was playing on his phone and talking to him at the same time, and he was normal like his normal self. But before, when another worker used to come, he wouldn't even come out of the room For his birthday, he didn't even come out of his room. We're over here celebrating his birthday. He wouldn't come out of his room, and we're family. You know what I mean? And we noticed too that he lives in worlds. He doesn't live in cities. He lives in worlds. Like to him, like if he goes to a parade in Holtville City, he'll call it the worlds, Holtville World, and we trip out on that. But I think it's because of the way Roblox is. It's worlds. You don't live in a city in the Roblox. And I've noticed that he had an issue with girls. I don't know if they bullied him more than the guys, but he calls the girls brats. I don't. It's the way of him saying they're girls. I guess he calls them brats. It's crazy. It's funny at the same time. When he was little, he would tell his mom, "Get these brats out of here. They're getting on my nerves. I don't like girls." He wouldn't sit next to girls. He would not get near girls. They did the Mexican dance thing that you don't have to dance with the girls or whatever, the Cinco de Mayo or whatever. He wouldn't do it. Like he was, I don't know if he was afraid of the girls or what, but it was crazy. And then you guys have issues also with noise. Like there's things that we can't hear. You guys hear it loud as hell. And I've noticed because there was this cling cling, really like low, like not even a
Yeah.
loud as hell. My son heard it like it was like bing, like I'm like, God damn. He goes, you don't understand. He would grab his ears. I don't know how that is about autism. I'm trying to learn that. And then for the firecrackers, we put AirPods. We put those big headphones together, okay, and he still heard those shits bigger, loud. He says he's like in a landmine, like crazy, and they're very smart. He's dude. I would laugh because I thought he didn't know he had issues with math because all my kids with ADHD have that issue with the math. You know what he told me? I caught him lying to us because he wanted us to give him the answers. He goes, "Mom, I know the answers, you know that." And then why the hell are we over here struggling to do your homework? He's like, what the hell? Or he'd be on Zoom and he would tell him the answers and he'd explain on his phone. I'm like, what the hell? He's very smart. He knows how to build and unbuild things. It's crazy. And yeah, it's crazy. Dude, when we got the PlayStation 4 when it first came out, he was like 3 and he did the programming on the PlayStation. They were looking at him like, what? He's very good with technology. Anything, tablets, anything, he's very good at it. He's the one that's gonna help me edit my stuff because he's very good at it. He's very, I don't know how to explain. He combines and makes it cartoon to a meme and to a like a game thing, like all together. It's crazy.
But
I
yeah,
tell him I wouldn't
people,
know.
people would like just examine both your son and me more often there. I think things would be more understandable and all that there instead of like jumping the gun of judging, kind of like what Gainish almost kind of did until you asked me and I cleared things up and all that. It seems like Gainish is a great guy and
Yeah, he
I'm
is.
not one to judge
He's,
anyone.
he's just a curious person. He
Yeah,
when he
I
doesn't
kind of
know, he
figured
asks.
that, but I've just had so many people that
Yeah,
just
you're
didn't
already into
even
the
know.
offensive mode. Yeah, my son's like that too. You're really into the they're gonna start talking about me and you already know how to answer them, but some people don't. I know that. My son will be like, "What
Yeah,
the hell?" You know, he'll be like, "What you want to know?" Like my son's like that. I have two type
yeah.
of autism. I have the no limit to danger, which is my 2-year-old. He'll go extreme and he'll start kicking me, hitting me because he doesn't see no danger. If you're getting him in trouble, he starts laughing at you, starts hitting you harder. Like the other day, he smacked me with the phone in the back of my head, like the big ass block phone and shit. And remember when I was in the live, and then he kicks me, he tries to choke me, he tries to do all kinds, and like he hugs me like into like koala mode, like all kinds. And he's very strong too, and he's only 2.
uh,
And my other son, he's very sensitive. He's sensitive to a lot of things that I'm like, this one's like, I don't give a damn. And he makes me run, like when we're about to leave the outside, he'll run like full force, full running. Like I'm in the middle of the road and everybody's looking at me like,
I'm sorry there, Martha. I'm
oh
like
no, it's
reading
funny.
what
Trust me, it's
CB
funny.
is saying.
No, let me tell
Strange,
you.
okay over there? Is he breathing?
Yeah,
Laughing
Yeah,
emoji.
I'm still
Strange
alive.
is in the zone. Were you listening to everything we've been talking about like these last 20 or so minutes?
Yeah,
yeah,
I've been listening, man.
What is
no,
your take on everything that's been said by the both of us?
yeah.
I think it's
He's
important for people to get a perspective on stuff like that because, you guys are your people. And then the more that you know about something, and I feel like that's the whole thing is
you're
people are afraid of
already
what they don't understand.
like what Stevie said about you, Ed. Like what Stevie said. Look what he said.
Oh my God. I was reading
Look,
that. That's what I
Strange.
was laughing at
That's what
a
he said. And
moment
look,
ago.
Strange. Look what they put for you to read.
Strange, look at what
Look
CB
at the
said.
screen.
Look up.
That's what he's asking.
What is it?
It's strange.
CB Shenanigans was asking, "Are you okay? Are you breathing?" And saying that you are in the zone.
Yeah, I am.
Hey, it's crazy how. What kind of autism do you have? Because I know there's a lot of like sections of it.
Um,
Angels, moment of
who?
silence. My angels in the moment of silence. That's it. What autism do you have?
You're asking Strange, right?
No, I'm asking you. Strange is not autistic.
Oh,
Are you?
I
I
thought
am
I
actually
thought you were
slightly.
asking.
I'm like
Oh,
on the more functional.
I know there's different stages, but I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, there's like a spectrum really.
Mhm.
Um, because my cousin Marcus, that's how he was. Like a lot of the things that Angel is saying, like I noticed with my cousin Marcus, and it used to kind of make me mad when people didn't like understand him because like he wouldn't. It's not that he didn't like people's foods or anything like that. He
It's because of
liked
the
foods that
taste, right?
he would make. He he would have
What's
like
it called?
his
The
own
textures, right?
ritual.
Yeah, it's like the
What now?
textures and all that, right? The textures or something like that, because that's what they tell me. It's
Mm-hmm.
either textures, the colors, and I don't know what that you have to figure it out. Because my son only eats burritos, carne. He eats fries with cheese and apple, and that's like an everyday thing. It's crazy, and only fries with cheese if you make them at the house, and then he only eats like certain chicken and certain meats. It's like crazy. It's very frustrating sometimes, and then he eats dino nuggets. He hardly eats things that everybody eats. He won't eat. He loves shrimp, but he wants it by itself. He won't let you put any type of anything on it. There's foods that he won't. He loves cucumber. That's hardly like mainly what he eats. You cannot give him anything more or less. He will not eat it. He'll straight out tell you, "I don't want it." It's like, oh my god. Or he'll make you buy it, and if he doesn't like the way it tastes, oh hell, you'll be hearing him all the way home. It's crazy. And telling you wanted him to starve. That's why you bought the wrong food. All kinds of crazy stuff. It's like what is it that you guys have to like about the food? What is it that you guys have to do like to have a certain way of eating? It's crazy. Thank you, Choco.
Um, do you want to go first, Strange, or can I?
'Cause you guys' metabolism is different, right? Because I know my son he eats a certain food and he won't stop going to the restroom, or he would get a lot of stomach pain or some. I don't understand that part. He gets sick for some certain way of the way he whatever he ate or whatever. I'm trying to still understand that part.
Um,
I
I'll
Go
let you
ahead.
go first, Strange.
Oh, I was gonna say like for me at least, like I really don't like any kind of I don't know. I think the texture thing is kind of on par. It's like anything that's like cottage cheese or mayo or anything like that, even mustard, I can't do it for whatever reason. It weirds me out. Like
Yeah, certain
it
cheeses you
like
won't.
messes. I don't know what it is. It's just like I don't like it for whatever reason. It just even if it's made right, it doesn't float right. Um, yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's all certain things I'll eat too. Well, like this is what I learned recently is because I have ADHD. Is like I'll have kicks of things. Like if you get what I'm saying, like I'll go and eat something for like a month straight, and then all of a sudden I'll just stop doing it.
Yeah, that's what it does. That's very trip out on. Like
Yeah,
um,
that's what I said like a little bit ago.
Yeah, like you'll eat something and then you'll really like it, and then all of a sudden you just stop. Like you'll stop liking it for whatever reason.
and on the texture parts, there's things that like he won't like touch or whatever because he says that he goes, I don't know, it's just weird. I'm like, okay, that's not like I don't know, it's complicated. Or he won't yeah, like wear certain things and stuff like that. I don't know how you guys see it or whatever, but
Um,
I'm learning when I'm talking to you guys. I'm like taking notes. My brain's actually
um,
working.
but let me go on and tell you like what I've noticed my eating habits have been over the years. I just haven't always been the kind of person that would eat fruits or vegetables by themselves. I always have to have it like be made in a kind of way. For example, I don't like to eat the lettuce by themselves. I usually like to have lettuce on my tacos if I'm like making tacos there. And the same thing with like tomatoes and all that. And I also love salads put together, but it has to have a certain kind of meat within that because I just don't like salads by themselves. I usually like to have beef, chicken, or some type of meat with my salad. And I just love when things pop in flavor. And I just can't handle when things are by themselves, like eating an orange or
I know a lot of people hate hamburgers. Why?
what was it that you said? You sounded robotic for a second there.
Why autistic people that I've met, I don't know if you guys have the same issue. Hamburgers is an issue. Do you guys have an issue with hamburgers?
Your
An issue with hamburgers?
microphone.
No.
Let me put my headphones back on. Probably that's too much.
You sound like a robot right now for some reason.
Okay, I gotta keep it low. I guess I'm getting loud because I have the headphones on. 15 minutes. Is it better?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I gotta keep my headphones. I'm gonna get a laptop soon. Don't worry. Yeah, the Chromebooks. No, I'm just fine. But what is it that you guys do? You guys have issues with the fucking a hamburger? Sorry, my bad. With the hamburger, the meat or something. I don't know. I've seen a couple people that have issues with eating hamburgers. Don't know why, and I've always
No.
wanted.
I've never had no issues with whether it be homemade or whether it would be getting a burger made at a restaurant that ain't fast food there. But I have never had no problems with hamburgers there. But from the more home aspect, that's like not fast food at the moment. Always try to look for ways to be more creative, like I said before. But for me, my food has to be tasteful that I know I love, and it's just some stuff is just like too like blah to me.
You
Like I
guys
was
eat a lot of
telling.
spices, like anything that's spicy. Do you guys eat a lot of that?
I can only take it from like a less than a like medium to mild ratio, or whichever is the second
But that
to
gets you
third.
like irritated or something. Yeah, I think it's that word. Irritated, like if you guys eat a certain amount of spices or something, right?
Yeah, if I were to eat more than what my tongue can handle, it would feel like my the entire mouth and body is on fire because the heat from the spice travels inside the system, of
Because
course.
they said that you guys have a different stomach. Um, I call it like it's irritated quicker, and it's like you guys can. That's the reason why you guys don't eat a lot of different things because you guys have that the digestion system is different.
Yeah.
When I learned about it, I was like, ah, damn, it's hardly everything that you guys eat. So like, it's crazy. And you guys actually sometimes don't use utensils. It's mainly, do you guys use your hands a lot?
Yeah, because a majority of the food that I would make is always hand food
Yeah, me neither.
there, like burgers, the snacks,
Is it
like
better when
chips
you
and
guys
dip.
touch it? You guys are more like finger foods because I've noticed my son does it a lot. No matter how many times I give him a
Yeah,
spoon, I'm gonna do that.
yeah. Uh, the pretty much for me, a majority of what I eat is all finger foods, just because from the like comfortness of eating there. Because if and I think it's just because people like your son, me, and Strange, it's just kind of more of an easier way of handling the food and not using like utensils. It would just add like another responsibility
Now I
that we would
understand
have
the
to take care
pattern.
of.
I understand the pattern Strange. That's why Strange does things the way he does because he has a pattern of drawing on his notebook or whatever. He has to flip the book around. He won't go like we all normal do. Like we go normal way. We don't turn the.
Yeah. Um, so
That's a
so
pattern.
yeah. So yeah, it's like I said. It's just we want the things to probably be more easier, and that's why a lot of autistic people probably are more hand food kind of people because it just creates like less of a stress that we would have to deal with in terms of like taking care of our utensils for those like myself that are independent and live by himself.
So
There,
that's why I noticed too that you guys are not comfortable around a lot of people. You guys, if you guys are outside in the like environment, you'll be there like 30 minutes, and then you start going ballistic. Like you start getting
It starts
impatient.
well, actually,
for
that's
for
not. But go ahead, Strange. And do you want to give your
um,
take about hand food to too?
yeah. I don't have no problem with hamburgers. I love hamburgers. They're easier to eat for me. I like because like you were saying, there's less. You don't have to use a knife. You don't have to use a fork.
Yeah, I
You
seen
don't
a
have
lot
to
of
like
them.
worry
Some
about.
will not use none of that.
But
They're telling me, shh, my son, the baby. So shh. I guess I'm getting loud. But anyways, go ahead. I'm getting like all
But
excited.
yeah, like for me, I get like severe anxiety. Like if I'm in public too long, like I just can't do it. Like for whatever reason, it overloads my brain. There's too many things going on, and I can't process it.
That's what my son does. He gets all overwhelmed. He goes, "Can we go? Can we go?" When he starts going, "Can we go? Can we go?" And he starts going, "Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm like, what the hell?" And he goes, "I can't be here no more. I want to go home." And that's I know it's only the minute of 20 minutes, and he starts going ballistic after that.
I guess for me, I've never had no social issues because I always love being outside, like I said, and being in a place where I know that I work at in front of people because I've always been a people person that wants to make people happy and all that there. And so, like today when I was at Walmart, I heard a conversation, and one like person told her mom to get whatever you want, and I just jokingly said that this was a crazy 5 minute shopping spree because you know how some like stores
Yeah,
do
it's like my
like
kid.
shopping spree contest that will allow winners to go on a 5-10 minute shopping spree to
There
grab
was a
what
show
you want.
actually. Yeah, there was a show that
No
did that.
limitations and all that. So there, and whatever you take is yours to take home with you and that kind of stuff. I jokingly like said that to there, and I just had like a slight great conversation with the people at the Walmart when I was getting everything that I needed to get for the weekend because I got some packets of taco seasoning, a box of taco shells, some shredded cheese, and a container of coffee mate creamer.
Is it true that when you guys are around a lot of people, you guys can hear everybody talking at once?
From afar, yeah.
My
Yeah, I
son
would say
told me
that's
that, and I
true.
didn't understand what he meant. He says that, yeah, mom, I can hear everybody's convo without me wanting to, but not because I want to, because everything's louder than everybody's trying to talk over each other to my
Yeah,
knowledge, but nobody's
yeah.
talking.
I've heard things from afar there. So our ears, like your
That's
son's,
something that's harder to concentrate or something.
like your son's the strange in my ears have a very long distance. In fact, some people have jokingly and seriously asked if I had bad hearing because my voice goes up. Nah, just I can hear fine, but at the same time, it's just my voice the way it is. And I've even had people to get a goddamn eye exam just because of the way that I
Hey,
speak.
hey, I have another question. Is it true that you guys can tell when you know how you guys have organized in a certain way, pattern, whatever, and something moves, you guys can tell from far away?
Oh yeah,
And
Yeah.
that pisses you guys
definitely.
off because you guys took that, I don't know, you guys took like that time to just put it in a way. And it's crazy, but I've noticed my son goes, "Who got this? I left it right there like this." I'm like, "Okay, dokie." Somebody, how'd you know? You didn't have your glasses on. How'd you know? He goes, "I can know when I leave my stuff and how I leave it."
Because the autistic people are very observant, more so,
And have
and
OCD.
yeah, we're like more observant, and also like going back to the like memory, we also like don't forget very much of any thing there.
Yeah, you guys have a
Like
lot of photo memory.
Yeah, like a few weeks ago when I went to Taco Bell to have lunch one day after getting some money from a Xbox system that I had pawned and got some money for.
The way he says
Um,
it.
I had went to the Taco Bell just down the road from where I went to go pawn my Xbox gaming system, and then when I left the Taco Bell and got back home, and then the following day and the day after, I was looking for a Arizona Cardinals backpack that I had. And the place that I remember having it with me was at that Taco Bell, and like when I went there to ask one of the employees the following Monday there, they said no, there hasn't been no form of backpack here. And so I gave them my info, and they took a hard look back in the restaurant, and I knew I had left it there, and it just made me scared as though I knew or I had brought it, but at the same time, I just had to retrace my steps
You're like me
there,
every
and
three steps too. If I lose something, I
yeah.
go. Even if I have
So
to go to the
so
shoe store and I'll do it again.
so I pretty much knew where I had last had it, and while I had accidentally left it, and thankfully no one else had taken it there at the time when it was left behind.
So that's why
Uh,
you guys are always kind of mostly by your guys yourself because you guys get used to it as you grow up to be alone in a way because nobody wants like I seen my end with my child
when
I see him lonely
uh,
because he's afraid to make friends because they're usually become friends but then they're not really his friends because they start bullying him little by little.
well, basically what it entails, at least for me, and I'll let Strange say his part there, is all about just having the comfort of being able to do most of the stuff yourself
Be
and all
yourself,
that,
yeah.
because we just want to be able to like fulfill everything. And yeah, we will ask like where goes where if need to be, but at the same time, just the bit of help goes a long way for us. And at the same time, there it just is a matter of when we want people around us. Like we always have
You guys are very
that time
selective too.
of our space where we would just want to be by ourselves and all that. And so, like at times when I don't want to like talk to my mom, it's not because I'm ignoring her. It's like I've talked to her like 10 times
When
and one.
you feel that it's the need to in other words.
Yeah, yeah, it's just like the need to, as you said there. Do you want to say your piece or part there, Strange?
I think for me, I just prefer to be alone because kind of like I can do my own thing. Like to a lot of people, it probably sounds weird, but like I have a certain order that I do things in. I like to keep things in a certain
Or
manner,
you'll do it all over again if you don't
and
have it right.
a lot of people like say it's weird or whatever, but to me, it if something is dirty or it looks off, it really bothers me.
My son does that too. He goes, I ain't gonna do it. I was like, God damn. He goes, I wear that the other day. I can't wear that. I'm like, oh, okay. And then what else? What else? What else? Why do you feel my son ever since he got a little bit bigger, he stuffs his mouth a lot. Like with everything. He tries to eat everything at once. I feel like one day he's gonna choke because he does that. But I don't understand. He says that he has I don't know something about the texture that he has to have it all kind of like at once. I don't understand what the hell. But sometimes I'm afraid he's gonna choke. I guess that's a habit of him eating, or he had a habit. I guess he doesn't like anybody asking his food. He won't eat it. You touch it, and he's like, I don't want it. Is it because to them it's contaminated? He said it was because once somebody touches it, it's not the same. That's what he told me, but I didn't understand what the fuck that means.
Well, for some that I know are like cautious of thinking as though one
It's very
person's
like he don't like bacteria and all that stuff. I know that because
but there's a lot of the people that are germ folks, but if that's not what he is, then it's probably just because he wants to be the only person that touches it there. Because imagine if there was like a if he got a burrito and then you were to like make it for him and all that. And he says
Yeah,
no,
he
mom.
throws a tantrum. Yeah, he
Told
throws
him
a
that he
tantrum
probably
when
just wanted to be able to make it himself, or like have like not anyone else's hands on it, other than his, because I guess it's just a sense of confidence of in ourselves as people. Martha, that we just want to be able to try and do things there, if you know what I mean.
now more understandable of some of the things I've seen of my but this one, the little one, he's like just not give a damn. That's why I asked how many autistic um parts are, because I know there's many. I know there's the one with the flinching hands. I know well, the no limit to danger and
Well,
sensitive, the sensitive ones, and I know there's another one, but I'm trying to remember what it is, that they're very aggressive, like
but
very like
but,
scary aggressive.
but also there are like the flinching hands. There's also, I think, the tapping of hands, and it's not like us being impatient. Some of us just tap for the enjoyment.
Yeah, he just going to, he does this rhythm. It's funny. I
And,
have a question. Did you? My son, he pulls out his teeth as I don't know why. Like literally pulls them out, and I don't think that's. I don't know if it's his anxiety or what the hell that makes him do that. But it's like, dude, you're gonna pull your good teeth soon, because he's already like 9, so now his good teeth are coming out. But like he'll like I when I see it and he goes, I got one out. I'm like, oh my god, that must have hurt. But he don't care. He just,
so, if it is like anxiety or his anger,
oh, why your teeth though?
or energy, I think that may be it, because from when I was a teenager, there, I at times had just wanted to punch my TV of stuff that I
That's
see.
another thing. My son, this one, the 2-year-old, he throws things. He literally sucker punches you in the neck, and he'll like literally pick up my 3-year-old, which is bigger than him, and throw her across the room. That's what I'm telling you. This one's no limit to danger. He'll hit me like, oh, well, Frenchino, he'll side kick me, he'll punch me, he'll do, and he hits hard. He doesn't hit you like this. He hits you like this, and whatever hits in his hand will be his weapon to hurt somebody. My bigger kids are afraid of him because he hits you like right here in the middle, where into the point you can't breathe, or he'll cling like his legs like a koala. Boom, he'll club on him, leg, neck, wherever he can. He'll choke you sometimes. That's scary as a. Or he'll throw himself and hit himself on the window with this. I feel like getting him a helmet sometimes.
And going back to like my social anxiety and like that stuff that causes like maybe your son to pull his teeth out. I like told you about already about the TV there. When I had the serious social anxiety issues in the services I was in, because of how everything was like set up for me, which was a bad.
Yeah, to you it was a trauma, and you didn't know how to react to, but doing
But
that.
I literally kicked a hole in the wall, and that wall later on had to be cemented and replaced there. And
So why do is that a way of expression? Like autistic kids don't know how to
yeah,
express themselves. I know that because my
maybe
son, this one,
you can tell a
he's
bit like
excited, he's happy, but he's hurting people.
maybe you can tell a bit of like your times where you like destroyed stuff with no form of hurting people or their
Is that a
strength.
way of avoiding to hurt somebody? To like break things and throw things or something? Or is it a way to express that you're mad? Or because my son's, I don't even know if he's mad or excited sometimes. I'm like, what the fuck? Is he gonna, I'm more afraid of him, he's gonna hurt me. It's like, I
Well,
don't even know.
uh, depends on how great of a parent you are towards her or him.
Oh,
There,
I can be showing him like I'm mad and that he's in trouble, and he'll be laughing. It's strange. Haven't you seen me trying to get him in trouble and he
but
just laughs at me and starts
but
eating me? Like,
the stranger. What's your take of what she's asking at this moment?
Um,
he has a lot of anger issues or something. But he's not mad though. You've seen him strange. He's not
no,
mad.
I
He's
just I
happy.
think because I can kind of relate. Like when I'm anxious, I'm not like one of those people that like that go, I'm scared and I'm freaked out and I'm reaching out for a
Oh no.
hand for
Yeah,
somebody to
yeah.
help me.
You're
Like I
actually
get more
like that.
aggressive kind of thing. Like I tell
That's
people to
what he
fuck
does.
off
He's
or
very fucking aggressive. It's not even. I don't even think it's a meltdown because I've seen a meltdown before, and I just think he's this way of expressing that he's happy or something. But it's very hurtful because I'm the one that's like, and he only gets me like if I open my laptop. I don't know if it's a way of getting my attention because I just open my laptop, he's on me like attacking me. But if I'm on my phone, he won't do it. I don't know if you noticed when I opened the laptop. If you go back to the video at the beginning, came at me, started hitting me. But if I don't have the laptop open, he won't come at me. I don't know what the difference is between the phone and the laptop. But as soon as the laptop turns on, I'm in hell.
Maybe it like his signal of like um uh, um him wanting your attention or something. Because I'll be quite honest, when I've at times wanted attention, it was when I was more so ready to like get the assistant or be ready to visit my family there. So it's probably his way of like signaling
Expressing.
that, yeah, his expression there of like him wanting your attention or something there. Martha.
I'm learning as I'm going. It's tripping me out because you guys have answered a lot of my questions now I'm starting to understand little by little, and I'm like in shock with myself. Like, oh, I kind of figured, but I didn't do it because I thought it was enough.
Strange. Did you ever have any type of that stuff where like
Like those down to stuff.
what she was saying about her son coming to her when she has her laptop open and when it's not he's not there or something like that?
No, nothing like that has happened to me personally, so that I can think
Okay.
of right off the top of my head.
Any the attachment problems? You were attached to your mom, and you were attached to who? Your mom also?
You're asking to
Hmm.
both of us, right?
Yeah, we're asking both. Yeah.
Yeah, I was attached to my mom. My dad, slightly, but not as much
But he
as
was
my mom.
your dad was more the authority than your mom because your
Yeah,
mom always
my
tried to
dad,
help
like
you
I
out.
said, my dad was the one that signed me up for all the services and
That's
all
what I'm
that.
telling you. Your dad was
Brought
more the
me to the
authority
state
than the
of
mom.
Minnesota.
Like my son, he knows that if I tell him I'm taking your phone because you're misbehaving, he'll like stop. But if it comes to him getting in trouble by his dad, he's like whatever. But the baby, the one that's autistic also, he don't give a damn what I tell him. I can spank him and he'd be laughing at me and like coming at me like he thinks I'm boxing him or something. And when he comes in and it tells him stop, he stops and starts crying like, "Oh my god, I'm in trouble." Status. How does that work? It's like I'm trying to understand that part. Is it?
Maybe you can add your part
Do
there
you have
if
to be?
you
Like, I don't like being aggressive. I don't
about.
hit my kids, but it's like I don't hit my kids, but it's like, oh my god. How do you see people as authorities, you guys? It's like I want to figure that out.
Well, I don't take well to authority.
Yeah, I could tell with you.
I
I
don't.
think you go along with this one.
Um,
It, it's just because the whole superiority complex. I don't
Yeah,
really see
he
the
seems like
point in it.
yeah, he doesn't see a point either because he'll laugh. Oh, you seen him? He'll laugh and starts like going all crazy on me and stuff like that. So I don't know how to discipline him. It was easier with the other one.
Same here, but at the same time, it's a matter of like us in that moment of how we are, of what we want to try and do, and all that.
How you
Uh,
feeling? In other words, right?
so it's pretty much as our way of trying to like get what we want to get done. And I'll give you an example from a previous job I had there. But when I used to work at the AMC movie theaters here, I had often didn't like how I was always like the person that had to do a bunch of the tasks because there was numerous occasions where one day I would go into work and I was asked to do this and I'd be like, yeah, sure. And then like the as I'm doing that current thing, they come up and ask me after you're done with that, could you like do this next as well? And then, of course, it would have been no problem of finishing and doing that, but it's like I was having to complete all
So is it
the
hard for
work.
you guys to have to maintain a job because of the way you guys are not able to be around like a
Well,
crowd?
I'll go ahead and like let the stranger
Because
say.
the way I've noticed that you guys can't be around a lot of people because of that.
I'll let Strange go first, and then I'll go next.
Hold on, Strange is tired of sitting down. My bad.
Well,
We've been here for like 2 hours, and I'm getting all interested in the convo.
uh, so
To be continued, you guys.
I think it's hard for many autistic people to like keep a job. It's just a matter of making it more
Because of
easier.
the communication, you guys can communicate like
Yeah,
it's very important
it's
to.
always having to ask like the manager when I'm like new at something there, and just getting a gist down of everything. And whenever something new comes about, I have to learn it from the start to finish there to understand the operation of
Oh,
everything.
I'm like that too. Like
Yeah.
it sucks because like me, if I don't get told like a couple of times, you could tell me the routine over and over, but if I don't see it like done physically, I won't remember.
Um,
And then also when I read things, I can't remember books or remember if you give me a test, I'll go blank real fast.
if
And
there
then
was like a easy 1, 2, 3 kind of the setup there that the detailed of everything that would need to be done for that task or whichever the case may be, it's just some things when there it's not like pictured or written out for some autistic people, it's hard to understand what needs to be done, and at the same time we don't know what to do at that moment. Like when I temporarily had a job at a local Domino's here, and they had me clean the back as a starting point there. I the knew that they wanted me to like be there, but I just didn't know where they wanted me to start, and then I had to ask what to do next there, because we at as autistic people really don't know how to keep a productive kind of thing without being ill
you guys
informed.
are not good with new. I know that you guys are not good with new. You guys have a lot of issues with new things, like new change or whatever, new routines. Let me see the word strange. We're gonna get off in a little bit because my daughters are like, "Mom, you're awake. I'm not going to sleep." Status. You see, it's already midnight. Fuck, I didn't even know it was midnight. That looks dope. Let me show you the one I did earlier. I'm looking for my little book. Come on, my kid threw it somewhere on the floor and I'm trying to find it. Hold on. I did it in my little notebook. Where is my notebook? Come on, I can't see shit. The lights off.
It's already won? Holy shit.
That's what I said right now. I'm like, damn, I didn't know the time.
Past one here in
Yeah, he's
Arizona.
in Arizona. Let me see. Let me see where my book is. It's because my son wanted to draw on my notebook and I don't know where he left. I was doing it on a what you call it on Latin Paints channel. I
Mhm.
don't know where my notebook. My son lost my notebook. I don't know where he left it. Come on, is it on here? No. I'll show you tomorrow. I'll post it on my page. I don't even know where my notebook went. If I know where it's going, and it's not coming back. I ran away with the spoon. Okay. It's somewhere in my bed. I don't know where.
But we definitely like
It
had
was
a
a good combo. This was good life. Now I know more about this.
we I think we had a couple of hours of conversation when I came up and I started to talk about certain things in my life that like got into this like long conversation. But I say everything we spoke about was well worth it there, especially the part of like my speech issues that I'm pretty sure some of those like English probably wasn't well aware, but
Well, we learned today a lot about autistic kids. No, I'm not
yeah,
gonna lie.
we talked a lot tonight.
Yeah, I'm glad I asked. Oh, I know you guys were like, "What the hell's wrong with her?" Not just playing. But yeah, it was a lot of questions I needed to know because it was crazy. It's like, what the hell? Hold on, let me see if I can find
And it's no
it.
problem there, Martha. I'm like gonna hop off because you're probably gonna be ending it soon here anyway,
Yeah.
and it's 10 past 1 a.m. here in Arizona, and I literally have to get some rest because I have a job interview this afternoon with it already being Saturday.
Well, that's crazy. Well, good luck with that. That'd be dope.
Thanks.
Good luck, man.
Please
Hopefully, you get the job. If anything, hey, whatever comes next, you'll be
oh,
good at.
going back
See, that's
to
what I'm not proud of him. He's very unique and like he's very like independent.
But before I get off, I just want to add one last thing about jobs for our autistic people. It's not only like the way of how we want to be able to have a way of doing tasks and all that. We also just want to be in a environment that makes us happy, and it depends on where that autistic person is happy at. Like if they're a people person, of course,
Mhm.
customer service is the kind of thing. If they're all for creativity, maybe some type of like the place in like digital arts or filming, productive, that kind of stuff. whatever makes the person happy is what is for them, and it's also being able to work around a job area that we could just be able to be welcome with no form of judgment or ridicule and that kind of stuff, and just being able to do our tasks without feeling as though that we have to take all the responsibility there and that
That's
kind of
what I did
stuff.
for Wendy. Look,
Cool.
I did for my friend Wendy because she was being degraded, and I didn't like the fact that she was. I did that.
But I'm off now, and you all have a great night.
You too. Thank you for
You
coming.
too,
You're
man.
very, 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 very interesting today. Hey,
Yeah.
I look like I was in class trying to learn all kinds of shit. Is
So, well,
that
good
okay?
night. I'll see you again next time there, Martha.
Same.
Cool.
Look, this is like what I did. Like I put unique and special. Look for Wendy. Hey, I did that when a candle and it scared the shit out of me. Actually, I didn't know that the candle was running out of the little stick thing, and
Hmm.
it did that. I was like, oh crap! I almost burned my hair. Well, I'll let you go to rest. I know you're tired for sitting for a while. I know.
Yeah, I'm tired
I learned a lot
today because
from you today, sir. I learned a lot.
I moved my chair out. I freaking cleaned my entire room again, and then freaking
I'm gonna send you the link
made
so you
me
can get
dinner.
the Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi that I told you to get, like that is really cheap. That is like for low income. I'm gonna give you all the access
Hmm.
to it, and I'm gonna help you. If you need help with all that shit, I'll help you pay for it. I don't care. But let me know, and that way
Okay.
you won't struggle with it. Okay. I'm willing to help
All
you. If
right.
you need anything to, I'm willing. Okay. You've been adopted by Puffy. You're one of the clan. I told her to. Who did I tell that to?
Well,
I told
thank
her to
you.
you're adopted. Hey, you're no longer alone for Valentine's either. I'll get you there. Don't worry about it. I'm been adopting people around the YouTube and the Instagram and whoever pops up around here. So yeah, yeah. I adopt. I already have people, and I tell them you're adopted and adapted to me. You gotta adapt to my knowledge of I don't know sometimes. I can be annoying, but hey, you'll like it. Eventually will be annoying us. But yeah. I'm Pinky and you're the brain, so deal with it. So I'll see you tomorrow if I get on. But I remember I'm gonna start school this Monday, but I'm really gonna get kind of wait to the schedule thing. But I'm gonna whatever I learn, I'm gonna show it here on my art class. Give me good luck on that one because I heard the teacher's weird, like strict mode. It's like oh my god, I don't deal with that one. Yeah. So
They're stricter.
yeah, because they want certain the curriculum. Like I said that word too long for me. Like the what? Like the curriculum. I learned the word the hard way today. Um, yeah, you have to follow. I'll show you the instructor's syllabus. I learned that in other words, syllabus. I'm learning a lot of weird words. To me, they're big, but to you guys, they're probably normal. But to me, they're big. It's like what the fuck? I gotta Google some. But yeah, I'll show you later what thing is, and then the books and everything. You can learn with me probably if I take like a hidden video of the class and you guys or a recording. I record the voice. It's easier for me to record it, and that way I can do it later because I'm not good at be put on the spot or I can't read it. I have to have it read into me or I'll fucking fail the test like or whatever they tell me to do because I have to do it over and over. I'm a person that I can't do it just one. Oh, you got to do one instruction. I do it over and over. I got to learn how to master that one. But yeah,
That's what my brother does though. Is he records his college classes because
that's the only
sometimes
way
he
people
can't
do
pay
it.
attention.
Yeah, I get distracted easily from anything from a shadow to a light to anything moving or anybody like talking somewhere else. I'll fucking flinch instead of getting everywhere until I find where it's coming from. Or I hear the smallest thing and I'm like, oh my God, I hate that. So yeah, I am not good at paying attention. I get distracted easily. Or I have to be doing something like I used to have a that spinner thing, or I'll be playing a game on the phone or else I can't fucking do it. I have a thing that I have to do two things or else I can't do it. It's crazy. That's why I either draw and listen, but I won't look at you. I have to literally be doing something for me to actually get it stuck in my head. Hi, Rudy. Hey, Rudy, I didn't even know you were one of Vegas Valley's favorite targets, like me. What is he making? Orange shoes. Oh, I forgot he had a garden. Okay, I'm gonna let you guys go because my daughter's like, look. She's like, what are you doing? She's looking at me. She's in the back of me like, you gonna sleep? If she's not asleep, she's waiting for me. Everybody's asleep and she's still awake. See you guys.
Peace.
Peace.